Military/First Responders Day. And Jabo Lester, one of our Bearcat Sports Network guys, told us that he was able to get Virginia High on the list to wear these special jerseys as Virginia High comes on the field.
Which jerseys are you talking about? All I see are some cleats and pants running out onto the field with some Virginia High helmets.
So yes, Andrew, the jerseys are camouflage, and we brought our special. The jerseys are camouflage, so yes, it is a little hard to see them, but we brought our special camouflage glasses that allow us to see them.
Oh, I must have left mine in the bag. Hang on.
Hold on, put them on there.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Okay.
Black helmets, black pants as well. We'll finish up talking more about some of Graham's key players after our pregame festivities, as we're going to send it down to the field.
Fans, as you notice today, the flag is at half-staff. This is by the governor's order in memory and respect of World War II soldier Private First Class Morris Everett Kennedy. His body was brought back from World War II to America. Also, we'd like to pause and at this time and thank all the first responders who have the last 2 or 3 days have gone through a lot with this weather. And also, we remember the families of everyone that's been impacted by this flooding. We will have a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, we will have the national anthem.
No. All right, so we are back here at Gene Malcolm as we've just had pregame festivities. We've got some prayers going on here on the field at the moment. Alongside Andrew Barker and Gabe Hernandez, I'm Chris Mangrum with the call here on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars. A couple other players to watch for Graham today. Wide receiver and defensive back Chris Edwards. He's a senior, jersey number 8. Last year, he had 76 catches, over 1,000 yards receiving, and 14 touchdowns. And, oh, yeah, he picked off 6 passes as well on the defensive side. He's an excellent player. He's a 2-time All-State player as well. Had an 83-yard touchdown against George Wythe. Big play guy. And Omari Hill on the defensive end. This is a guy that was the Bristol Herald Courier's Defensive Player of the Year. He is an exceptional player. He had 149 tackles last year, 18 tackles for loss, 9 sacks. 6 forced fumbles, so he is a game wrecker, and so we'll see how he does here today. We're getting ready for 72 Capital Wealth Management opening kickoff as Graham will kick off first. Virginia High ready to receive, moving left to right. Graham moving right to left. And the opening kickoff is a pooch kick down the field towards Caden Laws, who bobbles it at the 1, has to pick it up, runs away. He's under big pressure, breaks a couple tackles, and works his way up to the 5-yard line, guys. But Caden just didn't have that one from the get-go and kind of got stuck there near the goal line.
Bobbled it a little bit and then started looking up and needed to pick the ball up first before he took off running.
he did a good job of pacing himself. He didn't hurry and try to pick it up, but at the same time,
That definitely could have been a disaster right
yeah,
there. But
glad to get it up in his arms and just couldn't really break through once they swarmed down there.
Virginia High in the black helmets, those special camo jerseys today, and black pants. Graham in maroon helmets. I guess you might call them garnet. White jerseys and the garnet pants. Deion Graham, the quarterback, claps his hands. Handoff on the first play up the middle. And a 4-yard carry against this vaunted Graham defense. And that is not Elijah Burks, guys. That's a handoff to Jere Bryant on the first play of the game. And we might see a little bit more of a speed back look by Virginia High in this game, that knowing that this Graham team stuffs it up the middle pretty well.
they do have a pretty dominant defensive line, like you said, Chris.
Looks like they got 8 in the box here on 2nd down and 6 from the Virginia High 9. Deion claps his hands. Again, a handoff to Jere Bryant. Met in the backfield. He got a yard. So move him up to the 10, and that sets up 3rd down and 5. Numbers a little harder to see than usual for Virginia High.
We're having to rely on the color of his shoes and the gloves today.
Now, luckily, when you call a team for a while, you get pretty used to their players. So, luckily, it's Virginia High who's in the camo and not Graham. Here we go. 3rd down and 5 from Virginia High's own 10. They send Keyshawn in motion. Hand to Bryant going left across the 15. 1st down, Jere Bryant.
Like you said, Chris, that little juke that he had, he made the man miss right in the hole. Was able to get out and get a 1st down.
Yeah, it's a great play to have a little bit of misdirection and then Quinto kind of be able to be the lead blocker and step through and clear a hole for Jere.
The ball is marked on the far hash at the Virginia High 16-yard line. Just 10 and a half minutes to go here in the first quarter. This is the first possession of the game. No score. Bearcats hosting Graham here today. Quinto in motion in the H-back. Deion Graham takes a 1st and 10 snap. Another handoff to Bryant. Gets some positive yardage. Up to the 20-yard line, a pickup of 4 on 1st down. And, guys, if Virginia High can gain this type of yardage on these carries, they're going to be able to move the ball pretty well.
We'll take it. We will take it.
Got some heavy gusts here as one trash can has been knocked over down below us. Another one nearly tipped over. The wind certainly has been a factor here in the area over the last day or so. It is 2nd down and 7 from the 20. Another handoff to Bryant. This time met in the backfield. The ball pops out, and Graham thinks they've got it. And they do. I'm not sure who made the initial hit for Graham, but the ball came out on the handoff to Bryant, and Graham's got it at the 20-yard line of Virginia High.
They had good penetration there, Chris. And what looked like a positive play there, but just we got to keep our arms wrapped around the ball when you're working in the middle of the field.
Coach Patterson has walked away from his team here for a second to compose himself, to grab his iPad and start thinking about what he needs to look at here. So now we see the first snap of the game for Graham. They have it at Virginia High's 21, Gabe Lilly will take the first snap at quarterback for the G-men. He's got 2 receivers, 1 on each side. Unbalanced line to the left. Lilly sends it at the Virginia High 25. Handoff up the middle. This is Jamel Floyd as he comes across the 20-yard line up to the 17. It's a pickup of 4 on 1st and 10.
Joel Edwards on the tackle there, and you can see he's a little pumped up. Joel just need to calm down just a little bit. Good play, though.
Hey, this game means a lot to this Virginia High team, I can tell you. I think they're getting tired of getting bullied around by this program, and they're going to give it their best shot, I can tell you that much. 2nd and 6, ball at the Virginia High 17. Snap to Lilly, handoff up the middle. Again, Floyd across the 15. And he gave a 1st down signal. However, he's a few yards short. 3rd down and 2.
You might be getting confused a little bit by these camouflage numbers on the field also.
Not only that, but one odd thing that we typically don't have to deal with, guys, is there are no numbers on the field. So yard lines are a little harder to read from our vantage point and maybe even the players. It is 3rd down and 2. Ball at the Virginia High 13 in the middle of the field. Lilly is the quarterback for the G-men. Omari Hill is in the H-back slot. Here's a snap handoff to Floyd. Makes a man miss. He's got the 1st down inside the 5 and down to the 2, it looks like. as both teams have elected to just hand it to their running backs on each play we've seen so far. 8:28 to go in the first quarter. No score, but Graham knocking on the door. Lilly back in the shotgun quickly. Receiver on each side. He's got Floyd behind him. Lilly takes a snap. They hand to Floyd running left. He's bottled up. Keyshawn Smith throws him backwards. And an excellent play by Keyshawn to shut it down there. They'll give him the 2-yard line with forward progress. So 2nd and goal from the 2.
I think they were anticipating that same play on the play before, Chris. Elijah was lined up at the defensive end position on that last one here. He lined up middle linebacker, and Keyshawn made a great play on the outside.
There's some confusion on where the ball should be marked. The linesman had it at the 2. The umpire sat it down around the 3, so now he's picked it up and put it at the 2. So 2nd and goal. Lilly still at quarterback. Floyd to his left. Graham knocking on the door on 2nd and goal. Snap to Lilly. Direct snap. Runs it right up the middle. It's going to be close, and it looks like he's in the... Ooh! One referee says he's in. One referee says he's short. And the near side referee is holding firm that he did not get in. So 3rd and goal from the inch line, guys.
He is the closest to it. It is on this hash mark.
Graham trying to move quickly here. They want to punch it in from just an inch away. Lilly in the shotgun.
Same play.
Here's to Lilly. He runs it forward. He's bottled up and
Good
thrown
stop.
backwards.
Good job.
Virginia High's defense slams the door. It is now 4th and goal. And what a big play here early, guys, to start this game. I would expect Graham to do the same thing. It's strength on strength here. The ball is inside the 1-yard line. Graham is certainly going to go for this as they bring a new player onto the field. It is Ethan Horn, a wide receiver, as Floyd goes off. Excuse me, yes, it is Floyd going off. Here's Isabel now in the backfield to the right of Lilly on 4th and goal inside the 1. Snap to Lilly. He runs right. He slips. Virginia High gang tackles him, and they hold at the goal line.
They brought Isabel in as a lead blocker. Roberts was going around the right side, and man, great play. I didn't see who that was. I see Joel over there celebrating. Wouldn't surprise me if he was in there, but great job by the defense.
Exciting hold for Virginia High, but that works to Graham's favor as basically a punt that pins them deep.
I think Jeremiah was in there. Great job.
So Virginia High holds. It's 1st and 10. They have it at their own 3-yard line. What an effort by this Virginia High defense. Graham stands in his own end zone in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers. He sends Quinto to the other side of the formation. Snap, handoff to Burks. He's got room across the 5, lowers his shoulder. And some positive yardage there. 4 yards for Elijah Burks. That's his first carry of the day.
That hole opened up real nice. When you got the secondary
Yes.
making tackles, that's a good thing.
That's the right side of that Virginia High line. That's Braylon Lester at right tackle for Virginia High. Also Jeremy Quinto. Remember, they brought him across, and he's a really good blocker as well. So it's now, after a 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6 at Virginia High's own 7. Play fake to Burks. Graham drops back, goes to Keyshawn, caught at the 5, makes a man miss. 10, 15 down the sideline, 20, and finally dragged out of bounds as Keyshawn Smith, that new camo jersey, was all that Edwards was able to grab to sling him out of bounds. They got the ball to Keyshawn in space, and he made it. He made it down for a 1st down and more.
Good play design. That's what happens when you can run the ball. You set it up. They were expecting the run on that play, and it opened it up. Nice move on that. Make the defender miss by Keyshawn.
Virginia High's got it on the far hash at their own 23. 1st down and 10. Graham in the shotgun again. They bring Quinto across the formation left this time. Hand off to Burks, running right. He's got space across to 30, 35, 40. He's got a blocker in front of him, 45. Slips one, tackled across midfield, and Elijah Burks is into Graham territory. The Bearcats are the aggressor so far.
Elijah Burks eating chunks of yards.
How about this Bearcat offense against this historic Graham defense on these first few possessions? 1st down and 10, Virginia High in Graham territory on the near side at at Graham's 47. Graham, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Claps his hands. Hands to Burks, met in the backfield by guess who? Omari Hill. And he makes a big play to send Virginia High backwards on 1st down and 10.
Welcome to the game, Omari. They've been doubling him and keeping keen on him, and he finally made a play there. But there was a little bit of a juggle in the backfield too, a little indecision. But
Yeah, Burks kind of hit him standing straight up, and there was no chance at keeping those legs churning to power forward.
-2 there on that play. 2nd and 12. Now Keyshawn is the running back to the right of Graham in the backfield. They load the box up. And Graham hands it off to Keyshawn. He's hitting the backfield again. Looked like Graham nearly pulled that one, and he might have had some space off to the right. But at this point, Graham doesn't play a lot of safeties. They pretty much run 7, 8 guys up into the box, and they make it really hard to run the ball. And when they saw Keyshawn go in the backfield, I think they keyed in on him there.
they had an idea. Well, you can see the Graham guys are kind of wondering what the heck's going on here. But they're definitely asserting themselves these last 2 plays.
Sure are. 3rd down and 14. Ball back on the Virginia High side of the field this time. They've got it at near midfield at the 49. And a timeout by Coach Patterson as there was a late substitution. Jeray Bryant ran off. Chance Wellington ran on. The play clock was winding down, and Coach Patterson calls a timeout. So, guys, so far, we've seen this Virginia High team hit a couple big plays. Jeray Bryant has looked good on offense. Elijah Burks has broken a couple big runs. Keyshawn had the great run along the side. Virginia High is moving the ball against this defense, guys.
We're spreading the field. We're going left, we're going right, and we're taking the game to Graham. I mean, we know what Graham's strength is up front in our offensive line. Galbraith, McReynolds, Watts, Joyce, Lester, all up front. They're doing their job. They're find their assignments, doing their blocking assignments like they've been taught, and doing what they need to do.
I think there's some formations that are having a little bit more success. I think Keyshawn in the backfield leaves it a little bit more to be desired on the corners with Logan Slagle out for today. So I think when Keyshawn goes to the backfield, Graham has a little bit more to key on. They know where that ball's going to go a little bit easier. But I think you're seeing some other formations that are really seeing success against
Other
Graham.
guys stepping up. Yeah.
After the timeout, it is 3rd and 14. Virginia High has it at their own 49.
Jeray.
Again, some confusion there as Jeray comes off. 4 receivers wide for Dion. He sends Keyshawn. Oh, hard snap, got him.
I don't know that wasn't intentional to have Jeray out there, a little bit of confusion, and then
It was. Yeah, you could tell Virginia High they told him to huddle up there for some, and you don't see Virginia High huddle too much, but I think they tried to create some confusion. Graham claps his hands, and you know this Graham defense is ready to tee off. That was Gabe Lilly that jumped offside. So now a more manageable 3rd down and a long 8, ball at the Graham 45. Again, 4 receivers for Dion. They send Keyshawn in motion out into the flat. Graham drops and looks, under pressure, steps up, he's got room. 45, dives forward to the 41, give him the 42, excuse me. So it is 4th down, and the ball, let's see, we got about 5 yards to go here on 4th down. If you're Virginia High, this has been a really impressive drive. I think you're going for this here,
Looks
guys.
like we're going for it. Elijah's coming on the field. Here comes the call.
They're going for it, as I heard Coach Patterson yell D on the ready. So defense, get ready to come back out here, and just in case. 4th and 5. Let's see what Virginia High dials up. They've got 4 receivers. Keyshawn is in the slot to the left. Elijah Burks in the backfield to the right of Dion. Play fake to Burks. Graham drops back under heavy pressure. Rolls left. Looks downfield. Now reverses field. Omari Hill runs into the referee. Graham now on the near side. Looks fire. Oh. And he throws it incomplete. Are they going? Okay, they're going to say incomplete.
Yeah.
The ball slipped out of Graham's hands on a hit. Graham recovered the ball. Isabel laid on it. Graham circled all kinds of in the backfield. He was over near the near sideline, and I'll be honest, guys, I think Virginia High's a little lucky that wasn't a fumble.
Well, I tell you what, yes, it did. It went forward about a yard, I think is what I saw. But it slipped out of his hands. That just, like you call it, Chris, that referee, it might have been a crackback block, actually, that the referee laid on Omari Hill there. It helped out because Omari had a beat on Dion.
I really like the idea of going for that there. How many times are you going to get the ball against this Graham defense in their territory? You've got to try to capitalize. So,
Yeah.
All right, 1st and 10. Graham has it in their own territory now at their own 42. New quarterback Dalton Roberts takes his first snap. Handoff up the middle. Jamel Floyd across the 45, muscling forward, but grabbed and thrown backwards by Elijah Burks. And they mark him at the 48. 2nd down and 4 here for Graham. Jamel Floyd, we saw him have a great game here a couple years ago. He hasn't really been super involved, but Graham they want to run it down your throat, and that's who they've chosen so far. Now, we've got Roberts and Lilly in the backfield together. Roberts at quarterback, Lilly to his right. 2nd and 4, they hand to Lilly running left, and he's across the first down line into Virginia High territory to the left, and it's 1st and 10 Graham.
They'll go to that play again. Isabel was lined up in the slot, and he kind of meandered out there for a screen pass. Keep our eye on that.
2:16 to go in the first quarter. No score as of yet. Both defenses have played well, yet Virginia High's offense has moved it pretty well as well. 3 receivers for Graham on 1st and 10 at the Virginia High 47. Roberts in the shotgun. Lilly beside him. Roberts drops him, looks to throw. Goes it out, caught in Virginia High territory. That's Edwards across the first down marker. So Roberts doesn't have the biggest arm, but he will throw it out there. And that is a first down past the 35. Give him the 33.
I believe that might have been Malachi Ellick, number 9.
Oh, excuse me.
One. Yeah,
Yes.
There's a number 8 and a number 9.
Yep, that's what it is.
Look
Excuse me.
similar.
Yep, Ellick caught the pass, and Ellick was he caught a touchdown earlier this year against Bluefield. And we have a illegal formation, false start here, as Graham was trying to move a little too quick, and I think they were too quick for themselves, and as a false start sends them backwards.
That was a good thing because we had 2-on-1 down here, and we were on the one side versus their 2. That would have been a big play on their end.
It was a little screen pass designed out for this was Edwards this time. So that's a positive thing for Virginia High to make Graham face 1st and 15 here after the procedure penalty. And this Graham team, they do have their fair share of penalties. That's one of the weaknesses probably of this Graham team. There was quite a few last week against Union. Roberts ready to go, 1st and 15. Handoff. This is Floyd back in the game. Slips a few tackles up the middle. Spins forward across the 30 and up to the 29. Give him 9 yards on 1st down and 15.
You can see this Graham offensive line. They go across the board, 285, 270, 300, 255. They've got some beef up front. They'll try to wear you down.
2nd down and 6. Ball in Virginia High territory at the 29-yard line. Snap to Roberts, quick throw, and whoa, way too high for Edwards. It was that same play design we saw on the penalty game where they tried to throw that quick screen out to Edwards in the flat, but that one sailed over his head.
Didn't step into that one. Pitched it a little high.
We should note that Logan Slagle is not dressed out today for Virginia High, one of Virginia High's key playmakers. He has not played in the last couple of weeks. He did play a little bit at Radford, but not much. And they're going to give him today and the bye week to try to get healthy for the stretch run. 3rd down and 6. Ball at the Virginia High 29. Snap to Roberts. He looks to throw. A little flip out to Lilly across the 30-yard line, near side, out of bounds. There's a flag late in the secondary.
Thought I saw a couple of holds there. I guess we'll see what the stripes decide.
He's got the first down, but it depends on the flag.
Chain gang is not moving at all.
It looks like it's against Graham. A hold down the field. So send them back. But the holding was so far downfield that it's not going to send Graham back too far.
Post catch.
They've marked it at the 30, just inside the near hash. So 3rd down and 7. Roberts again in the shotgun. Lilly to his left. Roberts takes a snap, looks to throw, steps up, fires down the middle, caught This is Elick again at the 5, and he's tackled just inside the 5-yard line. We've seen Elick get loose there in the middle of the field a couple times, and he broke free again.
He did. They had 4 guys going down the field, and he just kind of floated right down the middle of the field in between the zones. And was that Roberts that found him? That was in the
Sure
quarterback
was,
that time?
yep. Here we go again. Graham was, the door was shut on Graham the last time they were down here. We're in the final seconds of the first quarter, no score.
They found some success on this passing. Let's see what they do down here.
First and goal from the 4. Roberts again, the quarterback. They bring Campbell Fix in motion, hand it to him, and a great tackle in the backfield by Dobby Woolen, and there may be a hold on this as well.
We'll take it.
They stopped the clock here with 2 seconds to go. It is a hold, so Coach Patterson's going to send them back. So Woolen does make a tackle. It would have been, I guess, second and goal from about the 5, but the 10 yards makes it first and goal from the 14-ish area. And this, unless they leave the clock stop, that probably is going to be the last play of the first quarter. They mark it around the 13. See if they wind it here. 2.4 seconds to go. No score. First, it should be first and goal from, here we go. Clock winded. And that should be the quarter. And it is. So they did snap the ball there to Roberts, but the horn that sounded before the ball was snapped. So we are tied at the end of the first quarter. We're going to switch ends of the field where Graham will have first and goal from the 13-yard line as they try to score. Virginia High shut them down the first time they got in the red zone. Let's see if they can do it again. You're listening to the Bearcat Sports Network presented by Friendship Cars. The Bearcat Sports Network would like to thank the following sponsors for their support. Friendship Cars, 72 Capital Wealth Management, Barbaritos, Brown Edwards, Buffalo Wild Wings, Estate Sales by Cara, Oak Grove Baptist Church, Popeyes, the Traveling Bear Indoor Mini Golf, and Wilson Lawn Service.
Estate Sales by Cara, your locally owned and operated full-service estate sale company that will help you obtain the best possible prices for your possessions through a tag estate sale. We understand that the process of liquidating personal possessions is often overwhelming and difficult for family members and you. We can help. Our free consultation can show you how. Cara and her team combine integrity and compassion along with hard work and organization to assist you with your needs. Whether you have an entire estate or you're ready to downsize and start your next chapter of life, give us a call today at 276-494-2712. Find us on Facebook and estatesales.net. You're listening to Virginia High Football on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars.
Welcome back to Gene Malcolm Stadium. No score into the first quarter. We're now at the second quarter. 12 minutes put back on the clock. It is, the down marker says second, but I believe it's first down and goal, guys, from the 13. Roberts in the shotgun with 4 receivers. Takes the snap, looks right, fires one out, caught by Edwards at the 11, and what a tackle out here by Caden Laws. Giving him the 7-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Third down now.
The down marker says third, but I think it's second down. No, the referee holds out 3 fingers. Okay, third and goal from the 8. Roberts drops back, looks, goes across the middle, and a touchdown catch in the back of the end zone. Chris Edwards over top of Caden Laws as Graham is on the board. They lead it 6-0 with 11:21 to go in the second quarter.
We had the coverage. He just threw it right over the top of Caden's shoulder, and a great catch. Great catch there by the receiver.
So now Graham comes out in this swinging gate scenario, but they're going to run it, I think. Oh, they're going to shift it right. So we don't know if they're going to kick it here. Swinging gate out to the right. And let's see if they actually kick it. Nash on, and they do huddle up here.
A lot of confusion.
Yep. Nash, a senior kicker for the extra point. Snap, hold is blocked. And I'm not sure who got a hand on it, but it is incomplete.
I think it's Jeremy Quinto.
Does not go through. You think Quinto got it?
That's
I thought it was Laws.
Was
Very
it Laws
well.
that got in there?
We've seen Laws be very close to getting a few of those this year. So,
You're right. I think I did see some green gloves.
yep. 6-0, 11:21 to go in the second quarter. And rather than taking a break here, guys, this is time for our trivia question on the Traveling Bear text line. So, Andrew, hit us with our trivia question for today.
All right, we got a little bit of a history question on this one. Way back in 1942, the #1 overall NFL draft pick was former Graham High School star Bill Dudley. He went on to win the 1946 NFL MVP award while playing for what team?
Okay. So, former Graham High School star Bill Dudley, #1 overall pick, NFL MVP. What team did he play for when he won the MVP award? You can send us your answer on the Traveling Bear text line at 276-696-6984, or you can also message us on Mixler. We know several of you are listening in on Mixler, so be sure to send us your answer on that question.
Say 1942. Wow, that
Yeah.
narrows it down.
Well, he was drafted in 42, Gabe. I mean, he won the MVP in 46. I mean, come on,
46.
that's recent enough, right?
There might have been an expansion team or two that might have been.
All right,
answer.
Graham ready to kick off. They lead 6-0. 11:21 to go in the second quarter. Dylan Nash hits a high one, and Keyshawn catches it at the 11. Cuts it back out. That's Wellington along the far side, and he's slung out of bounds at the 24. So these numbers are a little harder to see here, guys.
Yeah, they are.
The black numbers for Virginia High outlined in gold on that camo jersey.
Yeah, you said Keyshawn. I was looking for green shoes, and
Yeah.
they were not green.
I don't think Keyshawn was on the return team. I know he's back normally, and I'll tell you, Wellington and Smith, they look about the same. I guess Keyshawn's got a little bit more weight on him. All right, first down and 10. Virginia High has it at their own 24, moving right to left. We saw him move the ball pretty well in the last couple of drives. Let's see if they can do it again. Snapped it. Graham, hand to Burks, hit immediately. He gets the line of scrimmage, but it's second down and 10 as Gabe Lilly, I believe, was involved on the tackle. He got dapped up along his sideline for making a big play.
Was that Big Mike?
Well,
Dapped him up? I'm
I
not
see
sure.
Big Mike over there, the strength coach for Graham, who's wearing a yellow tank top, and he was very pleased with the play as well.
Is that a tank top, or if he's wearing it as a muscle shirt?
Now, it has to be. I'm not so sure.
If I'm talking to him, I'm telling him it's muscle shirt.
Second down and 10, ball at the 24. Graham in the shotgun.
He's got some guns.
3 receivers for Dion with Burks to his left. Play fake. Throw across the middle. Keyshawn on a slant. He was open, but the throw was a little short of him as Campbell Fix was the man in the area trying to stick with Keyshawn. And guys, with the way Graham plays defensively with no safeties back, if they can hit on that play across the middle, they're going to score.
No doubt. There was nobody behind him.
I'm surprised you're not seeing any more 3 wide receivers on one side and kind of try to get a swing out on that side, get a couple of blocks, and with no safeties over the top. I'd like to see something like that develop.
Third down and 10. Virginia High is taking their time here. We're under 10 seconds on the play clock. Graham quickly gets into the shotgun. 3 seconds to snap it. And a timeout by Coach Patterson. He saw it right away, and that's his second timeout of the half. It is 6-0. Graham, 10:29 to go in the second quarter. And let's hit our trivia question one more time, Andrew.
All right, way back in 1942, the #1 overall NFL draft pick was former Graham High School star Bill Dudley. He went on to win the 1946 NFL MVP award while playing for what team?
All right, so send your answers to the Mixler chat. You can also send it to the Traveling Bear text line, again at 276-696-6984. If you're the first person to get the answer correct, we'll get you a free coupon, a free game at the indoor mini golf over here beside us, the Traveling Bear Indoor Mini Golf. It is now 3rd and 10 after the timeout. The ball at Virginia High's own 24. We've seen Virginia High hit a couple big plays in the game. We knew Graham has only given up 6 points through 4 games this year. They come in with a vaunted defense, but so far Virginia High has made some plays. Can they put together a drive? It'll be big here to see what they can do on 3rd and long. This is exactly the scenario you want to get away from. Now they've put 2 over top of Keyshawn here. Snap to Graham, screen, and it's intercepted off the carom, and into the end zone is Jaser Williamson for Graham. Dion Graham dropped back. They had set up a screen to Keyshawn Smith across the middle. Graham tried to flip it over top of Williamson. He stuck his hand up, grabbed the ball, and ran into the end zone for a score.
What an athletic play. The screen was set up nice, but the defensive lineman that ran free like he's supposed to, you let the guy go, and he just got his hands up in the air. Dion maybe just give it a little more air underneath it. Maybe he wasn't expecting.
I think any more air underneath it, you would have been throwing it straight up. He didn't have any more room to back up on a back step, and there was just nothing going.
Man.
Williamson listed at 6 foot 260. That's what you call a big man touchdown. So 12-0 is the score as Graham looks to put on another extra point here. They missed the first one. This one is up and good. So Graham with a touchdown, a interception return by the big man, Jaser Williamson, has it 13-0. 10:23 to go. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back right after this on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars. Buffalo Wild Wings is a proud partner of the Bearcat Sports Network. Craving wings? Get 10 free boneless wings when you order on the Buffalo Wild Wings app with a minimum $15 purchase. Plus, don't miss out on Thursday's buy one, get one boneless wings deal. With over 26 sauces and rubs, there's a flavor for everyone. Join Blazing Rewards for exclusive perks like 50% off traditional wings on Tuesdays, free birthday wings, and more. Every day is game day at Buffalo Wild Wings, where legendary moments are made with family and friends. Download the app today and let the wing party begin.
You're listening to Virginia High Football on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars.
All right, welcome back to Virginia High. It is 13-0. Graham out in front after an interception return for a touchdown by Jaser Williamson. Virginia High is about to get the ball back here, guys, as Graham kicking off left to right. I believe Keyshawn is back now on kickoff, along with Caden Laws. Dylan Nash kicks it deep. Keyshawn comes up, catches it just shy of the 20 to the 25. Works his way outside 30. Up the sideline, 35, 40, 45, cuts back at the 50. Loses the ball, picked up by Caden Laws at the 50. He's got it to 40, down the sideline to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Caden Laws!
That's just exactly how you draw it up.
Unbelievable! Keyshawn had an excellent return, got it to midfield, it was poked out. Caden Laws with the money green gloves picks it up and runs it out the rest of the way.
What a play. What
Give
a great
Keyshawn
play.
the assist.
What a great play. Yeah, how do you draw that one up?
Oh, baby.
Wow. Good reply.
Hey,
Good response.
I'll tell you what, Keyshawn's frustrated that he dropped the ball, I can tell you, but Caden Laws did the rest.
Yeah.
And Virginia High is on the board. Take that defensive touchdown and wipe it. It's back even.
Back even again. That's how you do it.
Wow. That was a pretty exciting 30 seconds there, guys.
Yeah, Graham, they're so confused. They're not even ready to get on the field for defense here. They don't even know what's going on.
Dean ready for the extra point. Snap to Graham. Kick is up. It is good. Just like that, back to a one-score game. Graham leads Virginia High 13-7 with 10:06 to go in the first half. We'll be right back on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars. 72 Capital Wealth Management is committed to helping you achieve your most important financial goals.
First, we work closely with you to develop a deep understanding of your priorities and then develop personalized investment strategies to help you achieve them. Contact Michael Boyd, Executive Vice President Financial Advisor, at 276-289-2900 or stop by our office at 201 East Main Street in Abingdon to learn more. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN. 72 Capital Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
You're listening to Virginia High Football on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars.
13-7, Graham leads with 10:06 to go in the first half. Guys, we've just seen 2 touchdowns on consecutive plays. We were talking during the break after that interception return for Graham to go up 13-0. Giving Graham a free touchdown on the defensive side is not something you want to do against a Graham team. But on the ensuing kickoff, Keyshawn Smith has a great return into Graham territory. They poke the ball away from him. Caden Law's in the right place at the right time, and he picks it up and runs it all the rest of the way, something we've truly never seen. Now, Virginia High's lined up with everybody bunched around the ball here. Graham's only got 4 guys up on the 50-yard line. Are they gonna onside kick this, guys?
This would be a good time for it. I mean, they're not even up on the 50. They're about a couple guys back 2-3 yards off.
Hey, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked to see Virginia High try that later, because Graham's only got 4 guys at the 50, and the next 2 guys are at the 40.
Who do we have down here? We got Jacob, Jure.
Dean ready to kick off. He punches it down the field, picked up by Elick at the 30. Runs it across field, reversing field, and now tackled. That was, Elick didn't really gain a lot of ground. He kind of caught it near the 30. He, instead of running straight, he ran east. Well, I guess that would be, east to west.
East to west.
And didn't pick up any yardage. They'll mark it at the 31. Guys, Virginia High's got the momentum right now after that big play. They basically just just traded that defensive touchdown for that touchdown.
And I tell you what a momentum shift. A defensive touchdown given up is a big letdown.
Sure. I mean, it could have ran away from you quickly after that, but what an answer specifically by Keyshawn and Caden. All right, here we go. 6-point game, 9:59 to go in the second quarter. Robertson, the shotgun quarterback at the 31, hands on the jet sweep. I believe that's Edwards, and about 8 camo shirts there slinging backwards after a pickup of 2.
A host of Bearcats.
Graham really does like to bring Edwards on that jet sweep action. He's just a talented athlete. We told you earlier he had 14 touchdowns. Last year he had an 83-yard touchdown earlier this year against George Wythe. So one of those guys you like to get it in their hands.
And you know what? Looking at them, they've got some athletes. You could see they've got some definite athletes on this team.
2nd down and 8. They've got the ball at their own 33. Does Graham? 3 receivers for the quarterback. Roberts collects the snap. Hand off to Floyd up the middle across the 35, and just shy of the 40. It's going to set up 3rd and 2.
Good tackle by Jeremy Keaton there. Wrapped him up and brought him down.
We were down on the field before the game, checking the field, making sure it wasn't too swampy. We saw Jeremy Quinto fire a couple bullets. We were wondering about his future as a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big athlete, 6'3", 225. 3rd and 2. Ball at Graham's own 39. Shotgun snap to Roberts, looks to throw, fires deep, one-on-one ball. Wellington in the area. It's caught by Elick. There was a fight for it across the 35, and they attacked Wellington there, and Elick went up and took it over the head of Wellington for the catch.
That's a good lesson for a chance there. I mean, he's had a receiver that just fought for the ball, has a little more experience than he does, but he was there and made the play up, but he just got the ball ripped out of his hands.
There's going to be some jump balls in this game. Roberts, his passes, he's a very accurate guy, but he kind of lobs them up and lets his big receivers go up and get it. So this is where you're kind of missing Slagle for sure.
Yeah.
He really likes to run in under those long balls. So now 1st and 10 at the 31 at Virginia High. Roberts hands off. This is Lilly across the 25 up near the first down marker. Give him 10 on the first down carry and move the chains. 1st and 10 once again.
Now, whether or not you want to say Graham gave up the 7 points on defense or not, it was a special teams play, but this is the most points that Graham has given up this year.
Got to start somewhere.
That's right. So 1st and 10, ball at the 21-yard line of Virginia High. Graham threatening once again. And they've been doing it through the air, guys, which has been a little bit of a surprise. 3 receivers, Roberts the quarterback. 1st and 10. Play fake to Lilly. Roberts down the middle of the field. He's got a man open. Excellent play by Keyshawn at the last moment to knock it away from Chris Edwards, who was running free down the middle of the field. And Keyshawn, I don't know that he touched the ball, guys, but he made enough to get in the way of the
I think he did.
pass.
I mean, he had a beat. Edwards had a beat on it. Keyshawn got his hand up there and
And
tipped
he
it
had
away.
to catch up. Edwards actually did the throw the hand up. He knew he was going to be open on the route he was running, and Keyshawn caught up to him and was able to disrupt that one.
This is you kind of get the sense that Graham is kind of taking what Virginia High has given him. You came into this game saying Graham wants to run it, and Graham's airing it out. 2nd and 10. Hand off Gage Palmer. Cut back inside. 15. Spins. And down to the 12. A nice run by Gage Palmer, as this is another member of this running back committee for Graham. Give him 9 yards on 2nd down and 10. So 3rd and 1. Ball at the 12.
All kind of moves out of Gage there on that run. He was twisting and turning.
They may hand it to him again here on 3rd and short. Roberts the quarterback. High snap. Hand off to Palmer. Virginia High there. They throw him backwards, and he didn't get the first down, guys.
Good stop. Had Joel Edwards in there. Quinto in
Burks
there.
came away with the football, but I think Palmer was already down. 4th down, and we'll call it a long one. Jacob Rowe a bit shaken up. Deion Graham's going to come in for him. Rowe struggling to get off the field. He collapses once he gets out of bounds. I'm not sure if Virginia High sees it. They're going to let play continue on. Here we go, 4th and 1. Roberts drops and looks to throw. Blitz, thrown high in the middle. Intercepted by Deion Graham in the end zone. Runs it out. 5 out on the far sideline. And a late hit out of bounds. I think Jeremy Quinto was hit on a block out of bounds. So Deion Graham, the quarterback who had just come in for Rowe due to injury, intercepts the pass in the end zone, and Virginia High holds again.
How about that defense?
Graham went out of bounds around the 17, but there was also a flag, and they are working on discussing it at the moment.
Personal foul on us. I guess it was
Okay.
Quinto on the late hit
So
out of bounds.
Quinto, okay, so they must have flagged Quinto after the play was over.
He got up with his arms raised. I don't know if that's the I didn't do anything or I'm guilty and don't catch me.
So Virginia High does intercept the ball. They'll get to keep it. It is going to be 1st down for Virginia High, but yet again, for what is it, guys? The 3rd time today, Virginia High starting inside their own 10.
You know, Deion caught that ball in the end zone, and for a second I thought, let's down it. But he must have saw some green grass. If that penalty would have gone with us, it would have been
Sure.
a good thing. But now we're, like you said, Chris, we're backed up now.
Official timeout here. They're going to talk, I think, about there's still a flag on the field. The ref just hasn't picked it up yet. Oh, a sideline warning against Graham.
That tackle
Okay.
happened outside of the sideline.
It did.
was around the 20-yard line, so they must have.
My guess is after the play was over, when Quinto blocked the guy laid out of bounds after the whistle, that Graham's sideline came over and got involved.
Yeah.
And that may have caused the sideline warning. So
Yeah.
13-7, Graham leads, 6:13 to go in the 2nd quarter. Virginia High has the ball after the interception by Deion Graham in the end zone. They've got it at their own 8-yard line on the far hash. Virginia High moving right to left here in the 2nd quarter. Graham, after the interception, back in at quarterback. Remember, guys, he threw an interception earlier, so he got one. He got it back. He got it back. 3 receivers for Graham. Denny shifts across. Play fake to Burks. They trying to hit Keyshawn on the slant again, and the throw just didn't have enough on it. It would have been a 1st down. Keyshawn a little slow to get up here at the 20.
He had to go down there and try to get that one.
Now, Graham has had a lot of pressure in his face, and perhaps that's the reason he wasn't able to make that play. They've stopped it here as Keyshawn walking off slowly, and he's getting helped off by Campbell Fix, who's showing good sportsmanship from Graham. These two guys, both Fix and Keyshawn Smith, had some big battles on the basketball court earlier this year when Virginia High and Graham had a couple big games, and Virginia High came out on top and was able to make the state championship game. So Keyshawn off the field now, and more timeouts. I think Elijah just handed something to the official.
The beanbag, he dropped his beanbag or something. I don't know.
I'm not quite sure. 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Keyshawn no longer on the field. Burks the running back to the left of Graham. Graham waiting. Brings Denny across the formation. Snap to Graham. Hand off to Burks with room. Across the 10. Up to the 15 and towards the first down marker at the 18. He may have picked it up, guys.
Well, he's right there. You may have to measure for this one. First down.
First down, Elijah Burks. Gabe, it looks like they're running some kind of counter with Burks.
They're bringing they're bringing the H-back over, and as it looks like as they're blocking, then the H-back comes and clears out, and it's creating nice holes for Elijah.
They're using that sniffer to create room. So without Keyshawn on the field, Virginia High picks up 1st and 10. Burks in the backfield again. They put it in his belly, going right this time. Lots of bodies in the area. They'll give him about 1.5 yards as he makes the 20-yard line. We'll call it 2 yards. 2nd down and 8.
Little misdirection in the backfield always helps. It helps fool the eyes on the defense. They're not keyed on one guy.
Keyshawn getting some attention here on the sideline below us, sitting on the bench. So unless we see some major improvement here, we may see Virginia High have to try to get in the end zone on this drive without Keyshawn. 2nd and 8. Burks the running back with Graham. 13-7 lead for the G-men. Graham claps his hands. The hand to Burks running right. Again, a pile of bodies at the 20. No gain this time. 3rd and 8.
I think Graham kind of felt that one coming too.
It kind of seems like Smith may take the rest of the half off. I've been keeping a close eye on him here. He's sitting down.
I see an ice bag being put together.
Okay. 3rd and 8. Virginia High already down Logan Slagle. Now no Keyshawn Smith. Makes life tough on this offense. Bring Denny across. Snap to Graham. Looks to throw. There's a flag. It's nearly caught there by Bryson Poole, right at the 25, and Graham took a hit late. I think the flag is going to be some kind of procedural penalty on Virginia High. They had a man in motion, and that's when the flag was thrown. They let the play continue.
Isabel had a good read on that pass by Dion.
So Poole was open. They are going to decline the penalty, Graham is, to make it 4th down and 8. And remember, Keyshawn is your punter as well. He's one of your punters, so that comes out.
Owen's in.
So Dean is on to punt. Now, we saw Dean have a bit of an adventure up at Ridgeview last week near his own end zone. He was able to collect a high snap and punt one away. You want to execute a punt here. Graham's got 2 return men back, and they've got 9 men along the line of scrimmage getting ready to come after this punt.
I'd say they've got something set up here.
Dean stands at his own 6. High snap again. Dean collects, punts away. Nicely done. Bounces at the 49 of Graham. A one-hopper into the belly of Campbell Fix, who runs near side at the 45 to the 50. Cuts it back around, avoids one tackle, shifty moves, and finally thrown out of bounds at Virginia High's 42-yard line. Nice return there by Fix. But Caden Law is eventually the man to throw him out.
Caden took somebody came flying across like they were trying to block. I think Caden took a little shot to the back of the head there.
Keyshawn Smith is back on the field, guys.
for this defensive possession, and this feels like an important one, guys. 13-7, Graham leads. 3:54 to go in the first half.
Dion's
and
safety.
Dion back at safety. Jaray's a little shaken up, it looks like, as well. And lots of hands on hips, hands on knees by this Virginia High team, who certainly played very hard here in the first half. But they're going to try, they really need to try to slam on the door here to keep this a one-score game heading to the break.
Not sure what the holdup is.
No.
Referee's got his hand up.
They're waiting on the chains to
Chain
get set,
gang.
I believe.
Yeah, chain gang.
They finally got it set. Graham has it at the Virginia High 42 after the punt. Roberts in the shotgun. Collects a snap, looks, flips one out left. This is caught by Gage Palmer in the flat. He's got room. First down, past the 30. Ball on the ground, and Virginia High's going to come away with it. Gage Palmer was wide open. I think
Is that
Dion Graham
That was
knocked it
Dion.
out, guys.
That was Dion with the tackle. Knocked the ball out. Yes, sir.
Welcome to the game,
Hey,
Dion.
he
Wow.
makes it happen on offense and defense, huh?
Remember, Virginia High down their starting safety, Logan Slagle. We've seen Jacob Rowe go back there and play safety. They don't like to have Dion back there because he's so important on offense, yet he's made an interception and now forced a fumble.
So the interesting thing Virginia High's kind of swapped to on defense is just one safety over the top. They're loading the box, and with Graham kind of being able to sit back there and watch what's happening, he's able to come up and just deliver those hits from the top, and you saw him land a blow there.
That was, what, a 20-yard gain or something?
Yeah,
that was a
would have
big
been.
play.
Ball at the Virginia High 27. Now they're thinking about the lead here with 3:45 to go. Snap to Graham, bobbles it, hands to Bryant, and he's hit immediately. That was J. Sir Williamson, who's already got a touchdown on the day for himself. He introduced himself to Jaray Bryant.
I guess that's his icing on the cake there. That was
Big hit.
say he's a sophomore? Yep,
He
he's
is
a
indeed.
sophomore.
That might be your next Omari Hill right there, guys.
Tell you what. We've got some big boys up there at Graham.
Second down and 10. Again, if you're Virginia High, you'd love to get in the end zone and take a lead here into the half, but you certainly would love to keep it a one-score game regardless. Second down, Graham rolls the pocket left, looks to run, and nowhere to go, and he's tackled back at the 20-yard line, and guess who? J. Sir Williamson again.
Sir J. Sir.
Big loss. We're talking 7 yards there on second down and 10, as Graham just relentlessly pursued there on that quarterback sweeper.
You know, when you're trying to block Omari Hill, you're trying to block J. Sir, and then you've got the linebackers that fly around. They're going to have a guy that makes a play.
Sure. You put so much attention on Hill, Williamson's freed up. Third down and 17. If you're Virginia High, maybe you just kind of get the clock running here and try to punt it away and get to halftime down one. Score, that is. 3 receivers for Graham. They do hand it off. Bryant runs right across the 20 and tackled in the backfield, and a quick timeout called by Tony Palmer. A lot of chirping going on still.
Getting a little chippy, isn't it?
It sure is.
It's getting warm. It's Saturday afternoon. We're not used to this heat.
Yep, couple of yards there for Bryant. They give him 3. So that sets up 4th down and 14. Coach Palmer uses his timeout. He wants the ball back here. 2:12 to go. Graham leads Virginia High 13-7.
First things first, we need a good snap and a good kick.
Got to execute a punt here. And it's not going to be the Keyshawn punt. He's headed to the sideline here, as it'll be Owen Dean again. So after the fumble, guys, where Graham forced that fumble, they couldn't quite get it rolling enough to get down the field and take the lead, but it did waste a few minutes there for Graham to try to get in the end zone. So again, I think if you're Virginia High right now, you're hoping you can slam on the brakes, get to the break with a one-score game, try to readjust. I mean, you're right in this game, but as we've seen at any level of football, that touchdown right before halftime, that's a breaker, and I believe Graham gets it first in the second half.
That is correct.
I think Graham
Graham kicked off.
Graham kicked off. Okay, yeah. So Graham, we got it first. That's right. So so Virginia High does get the ball. Now Owen Dean is on to punt it here. He stands at his own 10. Just one man back this time for Graham to return this, and it looks like it's Chris Edwards. So now 10 G-men up near the line of scrimmage. They may feel like they need to try to come after this here. So 4th and long, Dean ready to punt. Here's a snap, another high one. Dean gets it down. Great punt by Owen Dean. Right to Edwards, caught at the 43. He slips one tackle across the 45. And Davi Woolen there to finally wrestle him down across midfield. Edwards is just a big play waiting to happen there, but Virginia High was able to get him, and now Davi's a bit shaken up.
Kind of got rolled up there a little bit, and looks
I
like
think he just kind of got hit in the wrong place.
got that little hop going.
Great tackle by Davi. He gets a well-deserved break here. 1:58 to go. Graham has been trying to get in the end zone here over the last couple drives. Virginia High stopped him with an interception, a fumble. Can they slam the door on again? As Graham certainly trying to get points here right before the half. Roberts in the shotgun. Burks on a blitz. Play fake, throw deep. Keyshawn back and incomplete. They were looking for Blake Graham as Keyshawn was the man in the area. It hit Graham in the chest. There's a lot of Grahams. You got Blake Graham, you got Dion Graham, you got Graham, the team. It hit Blake Graham in the chest. Keyshawn knocked it away.
Perfect DB play.
Yep, and I think they know that Keyshawn's a little hampered, and I think they were looking at targeting him there because they kind of did a play fake out into the flat to see if they could get Keyshawn to bite. Yep. That's another great recovery by Smith. So here we go, 2nd and 10.
That's on Burks again. That was a nice collision. Graham
has it at the Virginia High 46. They bring Edwards right to left across the formation. Shotgun snap to Roberts. Screen out this way and well wide of Jamel Floyd.
Yeah, they were setting up the screen. There was 3 linemen working their way downfield there.
Guys, we're talking here if Virginia High can force an incompletion on 3rd down and 10, maybe Virginia High has time to work the ball down the field. But I got to tell you, this is a different-looking game than I expected. We're told Graham wants to run it. They're trying to throw it a lot.
Yeah, they are.
4 receivers on 3rd and 10 for Graham. Roberts in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Steps up. There's a flag on the play. It's thrown to the marker. 1st down, but I think this is coming back, guys. That's Edwards who caught it right at the marker, but I think this is holding.
Might be holding, yeah.
And it is. Oh, my.
Edwards went up and got it between 3 guys and pulled it down. But
wipe that one.
All for naught.
A smaller version of the Virginia High student section chanting, "You can't do that." Hey, I'll tell you, there's nothing like Friday night football. I mean, Saturday high school football, football is football. There's something about Friday night. You get more people out, a little bit better environment.
My senior year, we had an encephalitis outbreak in South Florida, so all our Friday night games ended up having to be Saturday afternoon games. It's just not the same.
It sure isn't. 3rd and 22. Roberts in a shotgun with 4 receivers. Collects a snap under heavy pressure. Avoids one rusher. Throws downfield. There's Dion again. Intercepted at the 35. Across midfield for Dion to the 45 and out of bounds. That's a late hit.
Flag. Yep.
Are you kidding me?
That's 2 interceptions.
Dion with 2 interceptions and a fumble. I'm just going to tell you something, guys. Look, Graham Graham and Union kind of known for the penalties. They were known for that last week. I think you saw a little opportunity at the starting quarterback there, and they took it, but it cost you 15 yards. Now Virginia High is thinking about taking the lead with 90 seconds to play.
What a good position to be in right here. Now Graham, they're on their heels. They're on their side of the field, having to play defense again. We need one play. One play.
Ball at the 28 for Virginia High. What a first half for Dion Graham, who's basically forced 3 turnovers himself. And Dion Graham has the opportunity to give Virginia High a first half lead going into halftime. 1 minute, 32 seconds to play as Graham leads 13-7. Lots of turnovers in this game, been a little sloppy.
Gentlemen, a field goal here wouldn't hurt either.
I'm greedy, Gabe. 1st and 10 at the 28. Graham in the shotgun. And false start.
A little too antsy.
Wellington got a bit of a head start there in the slot.
Yeah.
Please notice, though, however, we talk about the penalties, now Virginia High moving backwards. Virginia High's receiving core at the moment, Bryson Poole, Chance Wellington, and Dobby Woolen. So you don't have Keyshawn out there. You don't have Slagle out there, of course. So Virginia High certainly playing a little undermanned here as Smith not on the field. So your best offensive weapon, at least your most proven offensive weapon, is your running back, Burks.
Time for somebody to make a play. Step up.
We've seen Poole and Woolen make some plays down the field. 1st and 15. Graham rolls the pocket left, under pressure, steps up, looks to run. He's got space, throws downfield. Wellington, and a bit too high for him. Great defense by Campbell fixing the back end.
A little too high for Chance. He was there right on the sideline. You know what? And Dion probably could have pulled that thing down.
That's what I was thinking.
He had 3 or 4 guys that he had beat.
Yep.
They were behind him, and they weren't catching him.
And remember, the big touchdown the only touchdown Graham has given up on defense this year was an 82-yard run by the quarterback on a scramble drill. You get Graham turned around in man coverage down the field, but their backs to the quarterback. You got a chance to find some open space if Graham can slip through. 2nd down and 15. Virginia High has it at the Graham 33-yard line. Shotgun to snap to Graham, steps up, throws it, and just shy of Chance Wellington at the 30. Graham has not been getting enough on his throws. We've seen that a couple times, a couple slants to Keyshawn. He's getting the ball in the area of the receiver, but not right in the chest, and that probably has to do with the pressure he's under.
And he isn't having an easy time setting his feet. So he's on the run a lot, and it doesn't have really time to plant and give it a good throw.
So now we see Caden Laws has come on the field. As that's somewhat of a proven weapon there for Virginia High. He's scored the only touchdown of the game so far.
Give it to the big guy.
3rd and 15. Ball at the 33. Another shotgun snap to Graham. Drops, looks, under pressure, rolls to his left. Looking downfield. Nowhere to throw it, and he wisely throws it away. So 1 minute, 11 seconds to go. Ooh, there's a penalty flag late.
Coach Patterson's clapping his hands like it's a...
Okay, what's this? Are they going to get a sideline warning on Virginia High? Unsportsmanlike on Graham. Wow. On 4th and 15. The play was going to be 4th and 15. An unsportsmanlike penalty against Graham is going to keep this drive alive.
First down. Unbelievable. First down, it'll be at the 18-yard line.
I mean, yeah, they need the 18. Yeah. It was 1st and 10. They got hit with that 5-yard penalty.
Yep.
It's 15 yards.
Yep.
I mean, it should be an automatic first down right there. Can we? I know we've probably got a lot of Graham fans watching on the NFHS feed tonight, or this afternoon. So used to saying tonight for these games. If you're a Graham fan right now, you've got to be feeling like Graham just keeps shooting themselves in the foot.
And it's evident. It's evident. You just watch them. They little mistakes.
Okay, how is it 3rd and 1?
That I don't understand. Was there a 4-yard penalty?
How?
Or maybe it was a spot foul? I don't understand.
I don't know. They send Burks in motion. A whistle. Timeout, Virginia High. And I think Coach Patterson's going to ask this same question.
How does this happen?
Okay, but let's go back here for a second. Okay? It was 1st and 10. There was a false start. Chance Wellington slipped. Yep. Started early. That made it 1st and 15.
Yep.
There have been 3 incomplete passes, which means it's So it was 3rd and 15. Okay, Graham throws it away again out of bounds. That makes it 4th and 15. Yet there's a 15-yard penalty.
And sportsmanlike, it wasn't a play penalty. It was
So
an
how is
should
the
be
ball
first down.
1 yard shy of the marker when it's 4th and 15 and you have a 15-yard penalty?
That should be
And it wasn't like there was a run that was kind of like just shy of the line of scrimmage.
No, it was incomplete.
You've literally,
passes.
the ball has only moved backwards on a 5-yard penalty and 3 incompletions.
Referees are conferring, but I don't think that's what they're talking about.
I just don't understand how that's not a first down.
Yeah, there's a mistake there.
Ref got confused and maybe only walked it off 14.
They walked it off and missed a
Took
yard.
small steps.
And how the Virginia High sideline isn't aware of it.
I saw Coach Patterson go over to the referee,
Yeah.
and the referee gave him one of the held up his hands to say, "Well, you're that far short." And I'm
Right.
sitting, and I'm sure Coach Patterson's thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
How is that possible? If it
All
was
right.
First down and 10.
So it's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. It is Graham leading Virginia High 13-7. 1 minute, 11 seconds. Coach Patterson is still having these conversations with the head official. Okay, now the head official says it's 4th and 1, and that the penalty, the penalty after the play was a post-play penalty. So that means the down counted when Graham threw it away, making it 4th down, and somehow you only got a 14-yard penalty rather than a 15-yard penalty. It's not like it's half the distance. The ball was at the 33.
I don't understand this.
Oh, my.
All for
Who's this
naught.
going to be on? Lilly comes across on a hard count. Burks went forward. Who went first?
Let's see.
They're going to talk about it. Maybe, Gabe, the only thing I could think of, as you mentioned, was maybe the unsportsmanlike penalty happened at that yard line.
I don't, but I
They call it offsides on Graham.
They had to correct themselves.
They wiped it.
They had to correct themselves.
They wiped it.
Thank you, Gabe Lilly,
Oh, my gosh.
from the officials.
This is
Because
insane.
It's still a 15-yard penalty no matter what. Even if it's a spot, it's
That's-
unsportsmanlike. It's 15.
Yeah, if you hit the quarterback late,
Yeah.
just because you hit him at the line of scrimmage doesn't mean
matter.
you don't get the 15 yards.
Either way.
Anyways, first and 10. We're having some fun, right? Been a lot of penalties
Is
in
this
this game,
still
guys.
second quarter?
It is. First down at the 15. Snap to Graham. He runs it forward and nowhere to go. Gabe Lilly came up and had the big hit to send Graham backwards.
He threw there with a forearm, too. That was a little questionable as he landed.
Ball marked just inside the 15. No gain for Graham. The clock is under a minute to go. Remember, Keyshawn Smith is not on the field for Virginia High.
Once again, I ask, are we within Owen's range?
Yes. Shotgun snap to Graham. Rolls right. Avoids one.
There's a hold.
And throws it away. Nicely done by Dion.
Pass incomplete.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. It's laying at the 15-yard line with the clock stopped, 37.8 seconds to go.
It's either a hold or something.
It looks in
downfield.
the area of holding to me. It's laying right at the line of scrimmage.
Dion was scrambling around.
Holding on Virginia High, so back them up. These teams they get anything going, and it's a penalty on one or the other.
2 steps forward, 1 step back, or 3 steps back. I'm not sure.
So now it's marked at the 24. From here, a 41-yard field goal for Owen Dean.
Pretty good boot. Which way's the wind blowing? Well, it's kind of stagnant right now.
Yeah. So you'd probably like to pick up a few more here.
Get it close.
4 receivers for Graham with Burks to his left on 2nd down and 20. Snap to Graham. Looks. Flushed. Holding again. Graham just needs to throw this away again. And it's knocked away. A fumble out of bounds. As Graham down on the Virginia High sideline. He's been running for his life back in the behind the pocket here. He's okay. They're going to mark this all the way back at the Graham 38, and they're going to decline this hold. They'd be crazy not to. Holding on Virginia High, they decline it. So the yard
The line to gain is the Graham 4.
And we're back to
The ball is going to be at the 38. So it is 3rd down and 34.
If there's one thing I don't like to see, Chris, on that last play, is there was 4 Graham defensive linemen chasing our quarterback, and there was 3 or 4 of our players just standing watching as they went by. I know it's hard to keep a block, but man, that's hard to do.
What do you do on 3rd and 34? Hand it off, try to get some yards, and maybe kick a field goal, maybe. Snap, hand off to Burks up the middle, to the 35, 34. Clock is running. Gage Palmer's dealing with a cramp.
We've got a timeout, so maybe call a timeout here right at the end and try to kick
I would call a timeout and throw it in the end zone.
They don't have any timeouts.
Virginia High doesn't?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the wrong side.
All right, they're going to roll the half then.
Okay.
All right, that'll do it for the first half. An adventurous first half. All things considered, Virginia High's probably feeling a little lucky that they're within 1 score in this game with all the mistakes we've seen on both sides. But wipe the first half away. This is a ball game.
Yeah.
This is a ball game, and the second half, that'll decide it, guys. So we're going to take a break here at half. We will be back with the Estate Sales by Kara halftime show, where we'll do 72 Capital Wealth Management stats and the Popeyes regional scoreboard. Graham leads Virginia High at halftime, 13-7, here from Gene Malcolm Stadium. You're listening to the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars. The Bearcat Sports Network would like to thank the following sponsors for their support: Friendship Cars, 72 Capital Wealth Management, Barbaritos, Brown Edwards, Buffalo Wild Wings, Estate Sales by Kara, Oak Grove Baptist Church, Popeyes, the Traveling Bear Indoor Mini Golf, and Wilson Lawn Service.
Estate Sales by Kara, your locally owned and operated full-service estate sale company that will help you obtain the best possible prices for your possessions through a tag estate sale. We understand that the process of liquidating personal possessions is often overwhelming and difficult for family members and you. We can help. Our free consultation can show you how. Kara and her team combine integrity and compassion along with hard work and organization to assist you with your needs. Whether you have an entire estate or you're ready to downsize and start your next chapter of life, give us a call today at 276-494-2712. Find us on Facebook and estatesales.net, your one-stop shop for all of your estate sale and downsizing needs. Go Bearcats.
Buffalo Wild Wings is a proud partner of the Bearcat Sports Network. Craving wings? Get 10 free boneless wings when you order on the Buffalo Wild Wings app with a minimum $15 purchase. Plus, don't miss out on Thursday's buy one, get one boneless wings deal. With over 26 sauces and rubs, there's a flavor for everyone. Join Blazing Rewards for exclusive perks like 50% off traditional wings on Tuesdays, free birthday wings, and more. Every day is game day at Buffalo Wild Wings, where legendary moments are made with family and friends. Download the app today and let the wing party begin. 72 Capital Wealth Management is committed to helping you achieve your most important financial goals. First, we work closely with you to develop a deep understanding of your priorities and then develop personalized investment strategies to help you achieve them. Contact Michael Boyd, Executive Vice President Financial Advisor, at 276-289-2900, or stop by our office at 201 East Main Street in Abingdon to learn more. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN. 72 Capital Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
Do you love golf but hate the idea of being outdoors? Look no further than the Traveling Bear Mini Golf. With its full 18-hole course and unique design, you can enjoy the fun of golf indoors anytime. It's fun with family and friends. Come over now and start playing at the Traveling Bear.
Popeyes is a proud sponsor of Virginia High Bearcats football. Why don't you swing by our restaurant on Euclid Avenue after the game and try our new sweet and spicy or ghost pepper wings? Looking to celebrate a win? Round out your meal with an Oreo cheesecake cup or some strawberry biscuits. Popeyes is a delicious way to feed your family or to cater a meal for the entire team. Your local Popeyes is rooting for you this season, Virginia High. Go Bearcats. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Wilson Lawn Service is locally owned and operated, providing quality and reliable lawn care and landscaping. Call or text us today at 276-696-4019 for a free estimate.
I'm Chris Manger, director of the Bearcat Sports Network and host of a brand new radio show called The Bear Chat. Join us at State Line Bar and Grill on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. throughout football season as I interview Bearcat coaches and players. Come out and show your support, grab a bite to eat, and learn more about what's happening in Virginia High athletics. We hope to see you there.
Today, the Virginia High School Marching Band presents their 2024 production, Flight of the Dragon.
Hi, I'm Chris Manger.
And I'm Andrew Barker.
Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Virginia High Athletics on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars.
Broadcasts like this one are made possible by our generous sponsors.
Each one of our broadcasts offers excellent advertising opportunities for businesses in the community.
If your organization would like to advertise on a future broadcast, please email us at bearcatsportsnet@gmail.com.
Again, that's bearcatsportsnet@gmail.com. Contact us today to learn more about our sponsorship opportunities. Want to interact with us during the game? Send us a message on the Traveling Bear text line at 276-696-6984. Also, be sure to listen in at the beginning of the second quarter for our trivia question. The first person to text the correct answer to the Traveling Bear text line will receive a free round of indoor mini golf. Again, that number is 276-696-6984. Text us during the game and say hello. We're here with...
You're listening to Virginia High Football on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars.
6.
Okay,
All right, we're back. Welcome to Gene Malcolm Stadium. We're here at halftime. A bit of a interesting score. Graham leads Virginia High 13-7. This is much like last year, guys. Graham coming into this game was picked to beat Virginia High pretty good. They've only given up 6 points all year, yet Virginia High has 7 on the board. It was a special teams very odd play where Virginia High got on the board as Keyshawn Smith ran it back on a kickoff return after an interception return for Graham. Keyshawn fumbled the ball near midfield. Caden Laws picked it up and ran it the rest of the distance. It was like a relay race from the Olympics.
Pretty exciting.
As Caden made it to the end zone and the extra point good. These 7 points by Virginia High, the most given up by Graham all season long. The other touchdowns for Graham in the game, of course, we had the interception return and then the Chris Edwards touchdown in the back of the end zone here thus far. You're listening to the Estate Sales by Cara halftime show. Now, guys, before we get into our 72 Capital Wealth Management halftime stats and Popeyes regional scoreboard, some of your initial thoughts from the first half?
Lots of momentum swings back and forth. Virginia High, we started off running the ball, ran it well, moved down the field, and it's just been a battle back and forth, and a couple big plays. Those things happen sometimes in a tight game like this, but the momentum swings. At one point there, it looked like Graham was about to, okay, here it goes. They're about to start running with it, and we had the big kick return that kind of shifted it completely the other direction towards our side. And a hit and miss there at the end of the first half. Kind of weird what in the world's going on with the down and distance. But we're within 6 to a very good team. Granted, they kind of shoot themselves in the foot themselves pretty often.
I think Virginia High's kind of playing two opponents today. They're playing Graham, I think, but they're also playing momentum.
Yeah.
You've seen them have to battle that. They were able to get that momentum back after the return That set them up in a pretty good spot. But I'll tell you, the thing that I've noticed the most is neither team or both sets of defenses have come in to limit the other's offensive ability. Graham has just won that battle of taking what is given to them. Virginia High's kind of shifted to one high safety and kind of loaded the box to take away the run, which they've managed fairly well, but it's Graham's ability to pass that is kind of setting them apart right now. Not something that Graham has been known to do very well, throwing a lot of jump balls, and their quarterback, number 10, throwing it down the field has not been the greatest with accuracy, but he's found enough today to move them down the field and keep moving the chains.
Speaking of that single high safety's made a couple of great plays for us. They're sitting back there as being Dion Graham, filling in the safety position.
Well, my, when I watched the Graham Union game, just like kind of scouting what Graham was going to do, one of the first things I put down about the Graham offense was, hold on just a second. That's Keyshawn, guys. All right, we're seeing Keyshawn being rolled off the field here at Virginia High. Wow. So thoughts and prayers. I believe that's Keyshawn, guys. So not exactly sure. We saw Keyshawn leave in the second half. Yep. Okay, we saw Keyshawn leave in the first half. My apologies. And we just saw him leaving the field here with medical attention. So we will try to keep you up to date, but our thoughts and prayers. Our thoughts and prayers. Okay. Sorry, trying to recalibrate here, guys. What were we talking about? Sorry, that was a little bit of a shocker. So going into this game, as I watched the Graham Union game, one of the first things I put down was that you might be able to grab an interception or two with the throws by Roberts. He kind of, we've seen the last couple weeks the quarterbacks Gaither for Radford and O'Quinn for Ridgeview kind of put some zip on it. But Roberts kind of does a little bit of a lob, and Virginia High's gotten to two of them. We thought we might be able to grab a couple interceptions from him. Okay. So our apologies, guys. We just didn't expect to see that here at halftime. All right. So we do have some scores for you on the Popeyes regional scoreboard. Let's go ahead and give you those. Andrew, what have you learned? I know we had 5 games we were keeping track of. It seems like some of them even have moved, even again. So what can you tell us?
I'll update you on the games that have moved. Patrick Henry and John Battle have decided to move their game to Monday, and Union and Gate City have also decided they have a time established. Monday at 7 is when Union and Gate City will face off. Still looking for the Lee game. We don't have any update on it as of right now. Tennessee High is leading Abingdon 7-0, and Princeton is up big on Tazewell 28-6. So those are some of the things we're following around the region. Like we said, there's going to be some games that field conditions won't have improved enough from the rain on Thursday, Friday to be playable, and we see that with Union and Gate City and Patrick Henry and Battle both deciding to move their games on down.
Another score we found, Rye Cove leading Castlewood at halftime 40-0, and apparently Tennessee High is still up on Abingdon 7-0 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. So that's the Popeyes regional scoreboard update. Now for the 72 Capital Wealth Management halftime stats. Here at halftime, we'll start with Virginia High. Dion Graham, 1 of 10 for 17 yards. He's only completed 1 pass on the day. He's been under heavy pressure. Anytime Virginia High's wanted to throw the ball, he's just been chased out of the pocket. He has thrown an interception in the game. Rushing the ball, Elijah Burks has carried it 7 times for 45 yards. With Smith no longer on the field, expect Elijah Burks to play a big role in this second half. Jeray Bryant, 7 carries for 18 yards. Keyshawn Smith, 1 rush for -1 yards. And Dion Graham has 5 carries for -24 yards. Those are all those sacks that he's taken in the day. And then the only pass so far completed to Keyshawn Smith for 17 yards. Flip it over for Graham. Dalton Roberts is 6 of 12 for 83 yards. He does have a touchdown, but he's also thrown 2 interceptions. Running the ball, Jamel Floyd, 7 carries for 38 yards. Gabe Lilly, 5 carries for 16 yards. Gage Palmer, 2 carries, 9 yards, and a fumble. Chris Edwards, 1 rush for 2 yards. Malachi Ellick with 3 receptions for 70 yards. Chris Edwards, 2 catches for 13 yards and a score. Gage Palmer has a catch for no yards. As far as team stats go, guys, Graham has 148 yards of total offense. Virginia High only has 55. And so the obvious difference in the game is the special teams touchdown that's kept Virginia High as a only being down by 6 points here at halftime, 13-7. 4 first downs for Virginia High, 7 first downs for Graham. I think overall, when you think about the first half, guys, Graham has outplayed Virginia High. They've moved the ball better. They found the way to move it through the air. However, Graham's mistakes have kept Virginia High in the game.
Yeah, we thought earlier, like you said, that we were going to expect them to be running. They've got a big up line up front. We expect them to run. They did. They passed more, and that kind of helped us because they hit on some, but at the same time we were able to pick off a couple. They missed on a bunch of plays that could have been big plays. And you know what, Chris? I feel kind of fortunate that we're only down a score. That we're down 6 points. That missed extra point on our blocked. Sorry, not missed, but blocked extra point that we had might come back to help us in the end.
Sure. All right, let's take one final timeout here on the Estate Sales by Kara halftime show. We'll be back and we will discuss a little bit more about the second half coming up here shortly. This is the Bearcat Sports Network presented by Friendship Cars. The Bearcat Sports Network would like to thank the following sponsors for their support: Friendship Cars, 72 Capital Wealth Management, Barbaritos, Brown Edwards, Buffalo Wild Wings, Estate Sales by Kara, Oak Grove Baptist Church, Popeyes, the Traveling Bear Indoor Mini Golf, and Wilson Lawn Service.
Estate Sales by Kara, your locally owned and operated full-service estate sale company that will help you obtain the best possible prices for your possessions through a tag estate sale. We understand that the process of liquidating personal possessions is often overwhelming and difficult for family members and you. We can help. Our free consultation can show you how. Kara and her team combine integrity and compassion along with hard work and organization to assist you with your needs. Whether you have an entire estate or you're ready to downsize and start your next chapter of life, give us a call today at 276-494-2712. Find us on Facebook and estatesales.net, your one-stop shop for all of your estate sale and downsizing needs. Go Bearcats.
Buffalo Wild Wings is a proud partner of the Bearcat Sports Network. Craving wings? Get 10 free boneless wings when you order on the Buffalo Wild Wings app with a minimum $15 purchase. Plus, don't miss out on Thursday's buy one, get one boneless wings deal. With over 26 sauces and rubs, there's a flavor for everyone. Join Blazing Rewards for exclusive perks like 50% off traditional wings on Tuesdays, free birthday wings, and more. Every day is game day at Buffalo Wild Wings, where legendary moments are made with family and friends. Download the app today and let the wing party begin. 72 Capital Wealth Management is committed to helping you achieve your most important financial goals. First, we work closely with you to develop a deep understanding of your priorities and then develop personalized investment strategies to help you achieve them. Contact Michael Boyd, Executive Vice President and Financial Advisor, at 276-289-2900 or stop by our office at 201 East Main Street in Abingdon to learn more. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN. 72 Capital Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
Do you love golf but hate the idea of being outdoors? Look no further than the Traveling Bear Mini Golf. With its full 18-hole course and unique design, you can enjoy the fun of golf indoors anytime. It's fun with family and friends. Come over now and start playing at the Traveling Bear.
Popeyes is a proud sponsor of Virginia High Bearcats football. Why don't you swing by our restaurant on Euclid Avenue after the game and try our new sweet and spicy or ghost pepper wings? Looking to celebrate a win? Round out your meal with an Oreo cheesecake cup or some strawberry biscuits. Popeyes is a delicious way to feed your family or to cater a meal for the entire team. Your local Popeyes is rooting for you this season, Virginia High. Go Bearcats. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Wilson Lawn Service is locally owned and operated, providing quality and reliable lawn care and landscaping. Call or text us today at 276-696-4019 for a free estimate.
I'm Chris Mangrum, director of the Bearcat Sports Network and host of a brand new radio show called The Bear Chat. Join us at State Line Bar and Grill on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. throughout football season as I interview Bearcat coaches and players. Come out and show your support, grab a bite to eat, and learn more about what's happening in Virginia High athletics. We hope to see you there.
You're listening to Virginia High Football on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars.
Welcome back to Gene Malcolm Stadium, 13-7. We're getting ready for the second half of action. Guys, one of the big stories coming into this half, we do not expect Virginia High to have Keyshawn Smith available for this second half. He will not be available for the rest of the game. Virginia High obviously down Logan Slagle as well, so Virginia High's playmakers. Go ahead.
Sorry, Aaron Joyce. Looks like Aaron Joyce has got an ice bag on his shoulder. He's got his pads off, so we'll be going without him for the second
Aaron
half.
Joyce is out, looks like. And you mentioned Jacob Rowe maybe out as well, guys.
Also, yep.
So Virginia High is a little undermanned here. They're going to kick things off. Graham getting the football here to start the second half. Owen Dean has it lined up. Virginia High moving right to left. Graham moving left to right. Dean, a little squibber down the sideline, and it goes out of bounds. Barely.
Coach tried to push that thing back in, but it didn't work out, did it?
Dean brought it to the near sideline on a low liner. And if this were soccer, the ball would have spun in bounds. It has to go all the way out of bounds in soccer, but here it lands on the line. Goes out of bounds, so Graham, oh, they're going to kick it off again. Graham's going to
make him do it again.
Interesting. So Graham's going to
decline the penalty.
Maybe close out and come back.
Hey, that's fine. That's a good time for an onside.
Maybe close the app and come back. All right, so Graham.
Accept the penalty, but make him re-kick it. Or is it an automatic?
Can you play it the other way? All right. So Graham, I believe, can either take the penalty or make Virginia High kick it off again. You got it? All right. Virginia High is going to kick off now from their own 35 as Dean walks it off. And the way I'm looking at it, it gives Virginia High another chance to maybe recover an onside type look. Dean this time sends it down the field. It's caught by Edwards at the 26. Excuse me, that's not Edwards, that's Blake Graham. He reverses field across the 40, 45 near midfield, and finally pushed out of bounds, I believe, in Virginia High territory.
All right, here we go with a revamped defense.
Yep. And I don't know, Slagle obviously plays both ways, and Virginia High misses him on offense and defense. You certainly miss Keyshawn on offense and defense. So now, let's see who we got here. Virginia High defensively, Jeremiah Daggs, Carter McReynolds, Quinto on the defensive line. You've got Isaiah Jones, a freshman cornerback out there. You got Chance Wellington, you got Caden Laws, Deion Graham back at safety, Jeray, Joel Edwards, Denny, and Burke. So the secondary is really where they're hurting, guys. 1st and 10 from midfield. That snap goes over the head of the quarterback, picked up by Palmer at the 35, and Tristan Denny's there to collect him all the way back at the 31.
Good job, Tristan.
Now they mark him at the 32, but that's a loss of 18 on 1st down and 10. And guys, one of the themes of the first half was Graham could not get out of their own way. Well, they're starting it again here in the second half.
In the second, yeah. Hey, not going to complain about that. So now we keep bringing pressure. Graham's got to come up with something crazy now because it's what, second down and 49. What do we have here?
28.
Second and 28. Yep, second and 28. Ball all the way back at their own 32. Snap to Lilly. He runs, but Joel Edwards makes a one-on-one tackle just across the 30-yard line, and he limits Lilly to 1 yard. Virginia High still playing hard, guys, even as undermanned as they may be. Go ahead.
Isn't it something that whenever you need a play, here comes Joel Edwards?
Mm-hmm. Tristan Denny, you can throw him in that category.
Yeah.
Hey.
Guys, I'd rather have a lot of guys than just one good guy.
Sure. All right. Third down and 27. Graham has it at their own 33, just inside the far hash. Lilly, the quarterback. He throws one out, flips it left flat, makes a move. Blake Graham across the 35, still loose, still up, but 3, Virginia High. Bearcats tackle him. It's a fumble. They've blown it dead, however.
Yeah.
His momentum was stopped, wasn't it?
He did. He was going backwards about 5 yards and guys draped on him. That's not a bad call there.
So all that said, 3-yard pickup after all the theatrics there. So Virginia High punched another one out, guys, even though it didn't count because Graham's momentum had been stopped.
When we talk about their, let's call it lack of discipline on the Graham side, and that he was running with the ball kind of out there flailing around.
He was.
I was surprised the refs let that one go as long as they did, though.
Some mass confusion here as both teams trying to run the proper punt teams on. Count the players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for Virginia High.
Chance back to receive.
Chance Wellington back to receive. He stands at his own 25. Nash on to kick.
Got it.
Laws blocks it at the 25. Oh my goodness, Caden Laws got there. Virginia High is going to take it over in Graham territory after Caden Laws laid out with the green gloves and blocks the punt.
He said somebody needed to step up, and there goes Caden Laws doing it. Man, I like to see this out of this defense. Great job.
Man, the athleticism that Virginia High is showing today. Hey, if you came into this game, many people in the area said Graham is just going to wipe the floor with Virginia High, and I think Virginia High had heard enough.
And he didn't just barely nip that thing with his fingertips. He caught it right in the chest.
He was all over it. Laws already has a touchdown on the game. Virginia High has it at the Graham 22, down 6. Snap to Graham and a flag. Here we go again. Offside on Graham, lined up offside.
Boy, that shooting themselves in the foot.
9:08 to go in the third quarter. Graham leads 13-7. Guys, we've got a lot of football here to play in the second half. But as we said, Virginia High is undermanned. Graham's mistakes are going to keep Virginia High in this game. First down and 5. Virginia High has it at the Graham 17 now in the red zone. Burks to the right of Graham. Here's a snap. They hand to Burks up the middle. 15, 10, 5 to the end zone. We're tied at 13.
Who would have thought this?
We are tied at 13. Owen Dean is about to come on the field to try to give the Bearcats their first lead of the day.
Chris, I was going to say 1st and 5, but we were. This is the time to strike. And Elijah Burks, what a run. Big man, right up the middle.
Graham has won 43 of their last 44 games in the regular season. They've beaten Virginia High 7 straight times. Virginia High trying to go up by 1 here on the extra point. Snap, kick, up, and good. Virginia High leads Graham 14-13 with 9:02 to go in the third. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Bearcat Sports Network presented by Friendship Cars.
The Bearcat Sports Network would like to thank the following sponsors for their support: Friendship Cars, 72 Capital Wealth Management, Barbaritos, Brown Edwards, Buffalo Wild Wings, Estate Sales by Cara, Oak Grove Baptist Church, Popeyes, the Traveling Bear Indoor Mini Golf, and Wilson Lawn Service.
You're listening to Virginia High Football on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars.
Virginia High leads Graham 14-13, 9:02 to play in the third quarter. Graham had given up 6 points all year long through 4 games. Virginia High's got 14. They have the lead. Caden Laws is the man to thank for both scores. He picked up a ball on a fumble kickoff return and ran it in the end zone. He just blocked a punt, which led to a Elijah Burks touchdown run, and Virginia High currently out in front of Graham here in the third quarter. A lot of football left to be played, guys.
Caden swallowed that punt.
He sure did. A lot of football to be played, guys. But the Bearcats have the lead. Dean sends it downfield.
Good kick.
And over the shoulder catch made by Chris Edwards, looking for room near the 20, reverses field, potential big return as he comes near side. There's a flag. This is going to come back as Edwards is tripped up by, guess who? Caden Laws at the 45. But whether a hold or a block in the back, this is coming back, guys.
Markers on the 25.
So they lay it at the 25. They'll walk it off 10 yards, so back to the 15, unless they do half the distance.
We're not going to get into math again, are we?
No, I don't really want to. I just kind of want to see what they do.
It is going to be first down, though, right?
I believe so.
Hey.
Stranger things have happened in this game.
Well, I suppose, yes. Okay, sorry. It is 10 yards. All right, back to the 15. So, again, the story of this game, guys, is Graham has made a lot of mistakes, and they've allowed Virginia High to stay in the game. Can they clean it up? That's what we're watching here. 1st and 10 at their own 15. Man in motion, Isabel. Snap to Roberts. Handoff. This is up the middle, Gage Palmer. And near the marker, and let's see where they get it. Just shy of the first down marker. Give him 9 3/4 yards. How about 9 2 feet?
Yep, the length of the football for a first
I
down.
can't really do that on this app, but we'll...
Hey, make it work. 2nd and short. Again, the line for Virginia High: Daggs, McReynolds, and Quinto up there. The front 7 is fairly normal for Virginia High. It's the back end where they're missing Keyshawn and Slagle. Snap to Roberts on 2nd and short. They hand it to Palmer. He's got the first down and tackled by Tristan Denny. I think Quinto is in there as well. Or that may have been Davi. Yep, Davi was in there on the tackle.
There's some pink gloves and shoes there.
First down for Graham. Joel Edwards runs on the field as Woolen takes a seat.
I see Graham trying to establish something here. It's back to 0-0.
Yep.
I see them trying to run the ball and trying to grind something out here and get downfield and get a score.
First down and 10. Graham has the ball at their own 28 in the middle of the field. 3 receivers. They've got Roberts in the backfield as the quarterback. Gabe Lilly to his left, the running back. Handoff counter. Lilly up the middle. Big room across the 40. Cuts it back at the 50. Into Virginia High territory to the 44.
It was a big block right there on the point guard. Opened up the hole.
That little counter run, Lilly acted like he was going left, came back right. We've seen Virginia High have some success with that.
They timed that one perfectly.
First and 10, Graham. They've got it at Virginia High's 45-yard line. 3 receivers again for Roberts. Snap, handoff Lilly, and Burks there. I believe that's Denny that had a hold of his feet there to keep him from going too far, give him 4 yards.
Got Elijah over here.
Ball at Virginia High's 41. Bearcats lead 14-13 over Graham here in the third quarter, just under 7 minutes to play in the third. Same set here for Graham. They've got Isabel as the sniffer in the pistol. They've got Palmer behind Roberts. Snap to Roberts, turns left, hands to Palmer. Across the 40, still working around and can't avoid Elijah Burks, who is in there to make a tackle, give him 2 yards, 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if they tackle the football instead of tackling the man, we'll end up with another fumble. Burks had a chance right there to poke it out. I mean, granted, yeah, you want to bring the man down, but he was being very careless with the ball, the running back was. We'll get another one before the game's done, I have a feeling.
3rd and 4. And Virginia High's defense slam on the brakes again. They've already forced 3 turnovers in the game. And a blocked punt. 3rd and 4 for Roberts in the shotgun. Palmer to his right. Roberts. Play fake to Palmer. Roberts takes off looking to run. Throws it at the last second.
Fumble. That's a fumble.
It's incomplete. It's incomplete. He threw it just barely forward to Floyd. It was close. It was close.
Whistles were a little bit late.
They
I
were.
thought for a second that was a live ball.
It is 4th down. The way they've got the ball marked, it's really more like 4th and 3. It's at the Virginia High 38. My apologies on the numbers, guys. We don't have numbers on the field, which is a first for me.
I think they might have got washed away.
I don't think they had time to get them on there, Gabe.
You're right.
All right, Graham's going for this on 4th and 3. Can Virginia High force another turnover on down? Shotgun snap to Roberts, looks to throw, throws out wide, short. Incomplete, and Virginia High takes it over on downs.
How about this defense? Got to give a shout out. Couple men down, and they come up with a big stop again.
And I'll tell you what's going to hurt Graham here is they've gone back to the run. That ate a lot of the clock. We're down to 5:54 to go in the third quarter.
Yep. All right.
It was working for them, and then
They abandoned
they
it.
abandoned it.
They abandoned it.
And I did notice that Chris Edwards was off the field there for a couple plays.
1st and 10. Virginia High is taking it back over after the turnover on downs. They have it at their own 38. Dre Bryant, the running back behind Graham. They bring Quinto across to the left. Snap, play fake, throw out the Laws.
Come on,
Makes
kid.
a spin and can't get away. Nice throw and catch out to Caden Laws in the flat, but Graham was all over it, and they zapped him for no gain.
Well, he spun once, made a miss. The second spin wasn't going to work.
Now Laws a little shaken up. Everybody's getting and staying shaken up right now.
In comes Chance Wellington.
Laws has been so good defensively in this game. You hate to see him shaken up on offense.
Yeah, he's made some big plays
And
today.
he's now one of your better weapons on offense because you don't have Keyshawn and Logan, your 2 seniors. Graham, the quarterback. 2nd and 10. The hand to Bryant. Tries to juke his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just got there. It's 3rd and 10. Guys, let's talk for a minute about the offensive coordinator for Virginia High, Zach Sloan, who now has the task of, you don't have Slagle. That makes life tough. Now Keyshawn's not available, as we got a whistle here. What are we waiting on? An injury, maybe? Okay, so
Clock.
now you've got Burks, you've got Bryant. Those are some guys that have scored for you this year. You're going to lean on the running game quite a bit. And Graham knows that, I'm sure. But Coach Sloan, the offensive coordinator for Virginia High, surely feels like he's got his both hands tied behind his back now on 3rd down and 10 at Virginia High's own 38. Quinto across the formation. Graham in the shotgun. The hand to Burks. Runs it forward up to the 40 and give him 2 yards, but it's 4th down and 8. And this is a punt scenario here on 4th and long at your own 40.
Comes up indeed. Yet, when you're limited like this, you've got to get creative with your offense. Obviously you need to run the ball because you can't be one-dimensional. And we're short on a couple guys that can catch the ball, guys that can run the ball. So you guys need to step up, and they have been. And you just got to mix it up, keep them guessing because this Graham defensive line is still coming.
Play clock down towards 10 as some late confusion here. Dean on to punt it away. 1 man back for Graham. It's Campbell Fix. 3 on the play clock. Snap, high, Dean collects, punts it away. Excellent job again by Owen Dean as it bounces at the 42. Takes a Virginia High roll past the 40 and is down at the 37. Again, guys, could have been disaster. That was a high snap. Dean walked it back to catch it and quickly punted it away.
I looked up at that defensive line. It looked like they had 11 sprinters up there. Or, I'm sorry, 10, because they did have one guy back returning the punt. But it looked like they had 11. They wasn't defensive linemen. They were trying to come after that punt. Great job by Dean to get it off.
Dean's soccer abilities showing off there. 3:39 to go in the third quarter. Virginia High leads Graham 14-13. Graham has a lot more total yards than Virginia High does in this game, but they've made a lot of mistakes, and that has allowed Virginia High to take this lead.
Here's Edwards and Kellick down here at the bottom.
4 receivers. First play, throw out into the flat, too far wide for Campbell Fix. A play fake by Roberts. He flipped it out into the flat and incomplete on the far side.
Virginia High was a little confused on the defensive line there. If that would have been a run up the middle, I don't know if it would have been stopped. So that was a positive for Virginia High that was a swing out that went incomplete.
Second down and 10 now. Ball at the Graham 37.
I expect them to pick on this side of the field.
Roberts drops, flag, false start.
Once again, puts him in a negative down and distance.
Make it
Graham
2nd
gets
and 15. I hate to say it this way, guys, but if you're Virginia High, I know you're severely undermanned on offense right now. You don't have your best playmakers that can touch the ball and go score. I mean, Burks is an exception. We've seen him score already in this game. Caden seems a little limped up at this point. But doesn't it kind of feel like you're just like waiting on them to make a mistake? Like just kick them the ball and let them try to make a mistake. Snap to Roberts, throws downfield. It's caught at the 44. And a great tackle by Davi Woolen. And Isaiah Jones, the freshman, on Blake Graham. He went up to make a great catch at the 43, but he was tackled right away.
I'd expect them to pick a little bit more on Isaiah Jones
Yep.
out there by himself on an island. Good job defending right there. Same thing down here with Chance.
Third and 4. Third and 4. Ball at the 43 of Graham. We saw him turn it over on downs last time. Can Virginia High stop him again? Roberts, shotgun snap, drops, looks left, throws across the middle, too strong for Campbell Fix.
Glad he wasn't watching Edwards.
Just looked up at Edwards, and he's about
himself.
no one near him.
No, nobody. He was
Virginia,
by
and
himself.
Graham's going to punt the ball, guys.
At what point does Virginia High, obviously the defense is working right now, but do you consider with them throwing more to drop a second safety back? Then are they just going to run it on you?
I think they're going to just stick with what they're going to do right now, guys.
There's no rhyme or reason to it. You're just kind of playing to see what
I think
exactly
you just
they're
sit
gonna
back
do.
and let them
let them
put it in the hands of their quarterback and make him beat you at this point.
Yeah.
But they've got time to run it down the field. I'm really shocked they're not running the ball. I really am. 2:53 to go. Graham's going to punt this away. Nash sends it deep. And
Chance.
Wellington stuck his hand up as a fair catch. Caught it on a bounce, and they blew it dead.
Fair caught it.
Fair caught it. Probably could have let him.
I know, but if the ball hits the ground, I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure the fair catch matters anymore. But
They blew it dead.
he had definitely intended to stop. I don't know.
Yep. It almost like he realized he made a mistake when it bounced, and he just kind of stood there and went, okay, I guess.
And then the ref blew it dead.
Then the whistle blew.
So it's at the 20. 2:46 to go in the third quarter. What if Virginia High could find a way to get in the end zone here, guys?
Man.
They're 80 yards from the end zone. Quinto across, snap to Graham, handoff to Burks, bottled up, no room, fights forward, and back to the line of scrimmage. I think at this point, Virginia High knows that they're undermanned on offense. They know that Burks is their best home run hitter, even though Burks is not going to. I mean, once he gets moving, he's pretty fast, but it takes him a while to get going. I think Graham knows they don't have to worry about the speed on the perimeter at this point, at least proven speed on the perimeter. They're lining up knowing that Virginia High wants to put it in the belly of their running back.
How long before Dion keeps it?
I think it's coming soon. 2nd and 10. Quinto across. Play fake to Burks, throw out to Wellington, makes a man miss, and picks up a yard before he steps out of bounds. Just short of 1 yard pickup. That was a throw out into the flat to Chance Wellington, who is a sophomore receiver.
Chance made a lot happen out there on the outside for a 1 yard gain.
He about got blown up for a loss if he hadn't avoided that one free runner. I'm just going to say, I know you're undermanned. I wonder if at some point some kind of trick play. And I know you're up. This is not probably the time to do it, but you hit one more big play, and that might be enough.
Yeah.
They bring Wellington across the formation on 3rd and 9. Low snap. Graham picks it up, looks to run, and he's going to go down. Two guys tackled him behind the line of scrimmage. That is Isabel and Palmer, who collided on Graham on 3rd and long. That snap right away was low. That kind of doomed the play.
Yeah, that play didn't have a chance to begin with.
So Graham walks off. He seems to be a little shaken up.
Yeah, he hit both knees is what kind of absorbed all that impact as he went down. So it couldn't have felt good on the spine, the lower half of the body.
Those are some pretty strong guys for Graham. All right, now Virginia High's got to execute another punt. Remember, Denny's been a little high with the snaps. We're down towards a minute to go here in the 3rd. 1 man back for Graham. It's Edwards. Dean gets it away. Another good punt. Bounces near midfield and takes a Graham roll back towards Virginia High's side of the field. And, in fact, it's downed by Isaiah Jones at the Virginia High 48. We've been playing a little bit of a field position game here in the 3rd quarter, guys, and Graham now has it to start the drive in Virginia High territory. And it kind of feels like the team that makes that one big play, whatever that play is going to be, is probably going to come out on top in this game here in the 4th.
And sometimes a big play comes off a big mistake, and that's the one thing that we cannot have.
Yep.
Have a big breakdown, have somebody get receiver get lost in space when we're on defense. We've got to keep an eye on Edwards. He's the one that is their dangerous receiver.
1st and 10. They've got it marked at Virginia High's 49 and a flag. Oh, my. Illegal procedure against Graham. Back him up 5 yards. Another 5-yard penalty sends Graham backwards, guys.
How many is that now for Graham? Penalty-wise.
Oh, gosh.
Are they in the double digits?
Oh, they've got to be. They've got to be at this point.
Wow.
So back him up.
And don't look at my penalty.
Oh, okay. Is it not?
It's
off.
It's very tough to do in the app, so I just
Gotcha.
move them where I need to.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. That's okay. We know it's
Either way,
we
they're
know
not
it's a lot,
helping
Gabe.
themselves.
I know it's a lot.
I'm no Stevie at this
Oh, yeah.
statting.
He's a professional.
Yeah, he is.
1st and 15 for Graham. They have it at their own 46. 51 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Virginia High leads 14-13. Throw out into the left flat. Caught by Graham down the sideline to the 40, 35, and he steps out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 38.
That was Dobby out there knocking him out.
Dobby's holding his wrist getting up. They'll give him a 1st down. Again, guys, Virginia High, I hate to keep saying this because it feels like I'm beating a dead horse here, but there's a lot of inexperience on this defense. I'm really shocked they haven't picked on that side of the field a little more, I'll be honest. 1st and 10. Ball at the Virginia High 38. Roberts, shotgun snap, looks to throw. And that's a fumble. It's loose in the backfield. Oh, they wiped it off. Wow. Well, that was an incomplete pass into the flat. Jamel Floyd. Floyd was saying it should have been a fumble because I was going to pick it up and run. But they
Coach Patterson was right on it, too. He's
Yep.
seen it, too. He says, hey, that was backwards.
And that one was.
That was, yeah.
But Virginia High was outnumbered on that side of the field. Graham was in trips to the right. Virginia High only had 2 deep men on that side, and it was him coming to the right was not going to be good.
Here they go again.
And again, I mean,
Same
you got
play.
3 receivers over here
Yeah.
and only 2 guys as Graham's walking over.
This is
Second
a
and
screen.
10. Second and 10.
Here we go.
Snap to
screen.
Roberts. Slant. Oh, Caden Love nearly picks it off.
He's been spying that thing too. He was 2 plays ago, he jumped in front of the receiver and it went the other direction. He's been studying. Somebody's
Roberts.
been studying film.
Roberts was trying to throw a slant route to Chris Edwards. He threw it behind him. It was right to Caden Laws. He had to put a dive on it. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't right in his breadbasket, but that would have been a huge play. That might have been the play we talked about,
Yep.
guys. That one play that could change everything.
Now they got trips left.
Trips left this time. Let's see if they go that side. 3rd and 10. Ball at Virginia High's 38. Snap to Roberts. He looks left. Sets his feet. Long ball down the field. Laws goes up. What a catch by Campbell Fix at the 8. He gets up, has some words for Caden Laws, but no flag thrown. It was a great catch by Campbell Fix, don't get me wrong.
Great catch and a little taunting.
They mark it at the 7.
afterwards.
So
That was
now,
a good job by Caden to fight it too. I mean, he had his
Yeah.
hands on the ball. Fitz just came down with it.
23 seconds to go in the quarter.
This is where we bow up
Yeah,
right here.
This is it right here.
This is where we bow up. This is our spot. Backs against the goal line.
Clock running. They bring in the other quarterback. This is Lilly, so expect some run looks here on 1st and goal from the 7. They bring Isabel across. Snap to Lilly. He runs it himself straight forward to the 5. Still churning. Still churning. Still pushing, and they finally blow it dead at the 2. And that's going to end the quarter. Gabe Lilly went into the end zone. However, they blew the play dead at the 2. So, Virginia High is going to take a lead into the 4th quarter. However, Graham has the ball at the 2-yard line, trying to punch it in to reclaim the lead. We'll walk the full distance of the field here in the 4th. It's been a crazy game. Don't go anywhere. We've got the 4th quarter coming up here from Gene Malcolm Stadium on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars. Buffalo Wild Wings is a proud partner of the Bearcat Sports Network. Craving wings? Get 10 free boneless wings when you order on the Buffalo Wild Wings app with a minimum $15 purchase. Plus, don't miss out on Thursday's buy one, get one boneless wings deal. With over 26 sauces and rubs, there's a flavor for everyone. Join Blazing Rewards for exclusive perks like 50% off traditional wings on Tuesdays, free birthday wings, and more. Every day is game day at Buffalo Wild Wings, where legendary moments are made with family and friends. Download the app today and let the wing party begin.
You're listening to Virginia High Football on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars.
Welcome back to Gene Malcolm Stadium. We are here in the 4th quarter. Just 12 minutes left to decide this one, as the Bearcats have a lead in the 4th quarter against the G-Men. And Graham has the ball on the Virginia High 2-yard line. We're going to switch ends of the field here, as Graham now will be moving right to left. Virginia High will be moving left to right for this 4th quarter. If Graham gets it in the end zone here, now granted they could kick a field goal, but it is 2nd down and goal from the 2. Let's assume Graham gets points here. Virginia High faces an uphill battle trying to get in the end zone without some of their big playmakers on the field, as at halftime, well, right before halftime, Keyshawn Smith left the field, and then at halftime, Smith left the premises as he went to get further evaluation. So he is not available. Logan Slagle, one of Virginia High's key players, has been hurt. He is not even dressed out for this game. We've seen a couple other players. Aaron Joyce has left the game. We believe Jacob Rowe has left the game. So again, undermanned at this point, but still with a lead. Graham trying to change that. Gabe Lilly, the quarterback. He has it. 2nd and goal. Snap to him. Runs right. A gap opens, and Lilly leaps into the end zone. Graham has the lead again.
They just followed the lead blocker. That play worked for them. The last time they were down there, they tried a couple times to hand it off, and it didn't work. And this time, just the quarterback followed the lead blocker.
That extra blocker, Lilly was able to run it in the end zone. A gap clear went right open there on the right side, as Graham now leads 19-14, and they'll go for the extra point here. Dylan Nash on to try to give Graham a 6-point lead.
The block will be big here.
Snap hold. The kick is up and good. So 20 to 14 after the extra point. Since we just took a break, let's hang out right here, guys, during this this timeout. So we talked about Coach Sloan and the fact that he's calling plays with two hands behind his back. He might even have his mind in another place today, as we found out that he and his wife are expecting a child at any time.
Wow.
She was supposed to go in today to be induced at the Johnson City Hospital. In fact, they were supposed to go in this morning, but they were called and told, we don't have any beds right now for you, so be on standby. We'll call you when we're ready for you. So Coach Sloan here doing his duty, but also that's got to be in the back of his mind.
And it's like being at a restaurant, and you're really hungry to eat, and you got that little buzzer, and you're just waiting for it to go off. Like, you don't know how long the wait's going to be.
That's right.
But you're just hanging out.
You try to distract yourself. And here, he's done a great job so far. I mean, Virginia High down 6. Remember, last year, this game was 21-14 final. Here, it's 20-14 with 1 quarter to go. And even despite all the mistakes that Graham has made in this game, 2 interceptions, a fumble, a blocked punt, they still lead by 6.
The penalties.
They have given Virginia High every opportunity to be in this game, and that's why they're here. And now we are going to find out if the Bearcats can make it count and capitalize on some of those mistakes. Can they work it down the field and get in the end zone here? Nash to kick it off. Does so from the 40. Kick deep. Caden Laws catches at the 15. Up past the 20, looking forward 25. Bounces outside 30 and tackled along the far sideline. And Laws gets up slowly. Pretty good return as it's marked around the 32.
Caden's done a lot of work today.
He sure has. Blocked a punt. Scored a touchdown on an incredible play. He's back out there on offense now. They'll mark it at the 31, where Virginia High will take over here, trailing 20-14, 11:51 to go in the 4th quarter. If you're the Bearcats, you can smell it. You don't have all your key pieces, but you can smell it. This is your opportunity to knock Graham off.
We can.
Can you finish it? Graham, the quarterback, 3 receivers. Elijah Burks in the backfield to the right of Graham. Quinto, the H-back. They move him over. Snap to Graham. Play fake. Looks to throw across the middle. Caden Laws complete at the 36. And tackled right away. So add to Caden Laws' day as he collects a 4-yard pass. They mark it at the 35.
Great reception. He had Campbell Fix all over his back. Good job of holding on to that.
Fix he's had a great day on offense and defense, and he's quite a basketball player as well. Got to see him up close and personal last spring. 2nd down and 6 for Virginia High at their own 35. Hand to Burks, running right. A gap opens, but quickly closes as he's unable to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He went a little lateral there. He
Yep.
just got stopped just enough. I mean, he had a little head of steam going and had to change directions, and that was all it took to let the Graham lineman get there.
Big play here. 3rd down and 6.
Got to keep the ball here. Need to have a good play.
If you can put together a long drive and get in the end zone, maybe you can hold on. Ball marked right at the 35.
Isabel looks like he's coming.
Graham in the shotgun. Burks to his right. Play fake. Graham drops back, steps up under heavy pressure, makes one man miss, spins away, and runs out of bounds. And a late hit. Oh my goodness. It feels like, guys, it feels like Graham's just going to bail you out
Every time.
every time.
Every time. That was, totally unnecessary. And it wasn't a violent hit. It was just
No.
out of bounds, just a little shove.
And situationally, you got to be aware. It's 3rd down. He's nowhere close to the line.
it's
Just let
gonna-
him go out.
It's going to be 4th and 12. You're going to get the ball back. I mean, I'm watching some Graham coaches walking off some steam over there on the far
Yeah.
sideline. They
Yeah.
see it too. They have absolutely let Virginia High stay in this game,
And the Bearcats have an opportunity to capitalize. I mean, again, this series has been so one-sided. Graham has been the dominant team in Southwest Virginia for years, yet Virginia High's got a shot here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Graham claps his hands. Hand off to Burks. Space along the right, cuts it back inside across the 45. Nice run on 1st down by Burks. That was J. Sir Williamson again who tackled Burks.
Boy,
He's almost involved in every play.
every play he's there. Yeah, as a sophomore.
Yep. I'm telling you, next Omari right there,
Yeah,
buddy.
we'll hear that name another couple of years.
All right. Ball is marked at the Virginia High 47. 2nd and 5. 9:44 to go. They bring Laws in motion. Graham hands it to Burks. Up the middle. Fights to midfield and tackled right at midfield. That sets up 3rd down and 3.
I liked what I saw there, getting Laws on a misdirection behind, kind of running out into the flat.
Make them honor it.
Burks ran into Omari Hill there. That was an impact.
That's a
Two big boys.
meets a hard place, huh?
That registers on the Richter.
Omari Hill, 6'2", 275. Burks, 6'1", 235. That's about 500 pounds of impact right there. 3rd and 3. Can Virginia High keep the drive moving? Burks is off the field now.
Jure in the backfield.
Hand off to Jure across midfield. Near ball came out at the last second. It's loose. Somehow Carter McReynolds recovered it. Malachi Ellick was about to pick it up and run it the other way.
He was all over it.
Luckily,
Oh,
we've got some extracurriculars. Bryant said Hill had my leg tied up. I don't think they're going to throw a flag here, as there were some extracurriculars after the play. Bryant was trying to get up. He felt like he couldn't get up. Somehow McReynolds was able to lay on that fumble. It's now 4th down and 2 as it's in Graham territory at the 49. And guys, you're going for this. Down 6, 8:33 to go.
And I would run up to the line and run the play. Hey, Graham, they're looking at the scoreboard. They're yapping at the crowd.
Man.
Get up on the line and run the play. Let's go. Quick snap it. Timeout.
Coach Palmer is calling a timeout for Graham because he wants to lay a chew to his defense.
Necessary.
Virginia High's student section was chanting. I didn't hear what they were chanting.
I don't know if the chant was important, but it was enough to let the Graham defensive linemen start getting into a stance and pointing back at the scoreboard.
Yep.
So,
Getting in their brain.
Yep.
man, what do they say? Living in your head rent free.
Rent free. You know what? That's a lack of discipline. And a team as good as Graham's, if they can get rid of that, they can go even further. I mean, they're a good team. They're incredible.
Imagine for a second how good this team would be if they could get away from the penalties.
Without 150 yards and penalties, which it feels like they've gotten today, this afternoon. Kind of cloudy a little bit. We're supposed to have rain today, are we?
I don't. A low chance, from what I understand. All right, it's 4th and 2. The ball's marked at the Graham 49, the middle of the field.
If I'm the student section, I'm still yapping.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
Well,
You're in
at
their
this
heads.
point, that was Elick and Omari Hill that were
Hill.
pointing at the scoreboard.
Yep.
All right. If you're Virginia High, you got to figure out a way to get 2 yards here and keep this drive alive. 8:22 to go. This is not do or die necessarily, but you're trying to get it in the end zone to take a lead here. So what does Virginia High dial up? They've put Burks out there on the field. Graham has about 8 guys in the box.
Good time to pull it.
No safeties back. They bring Quinto across on 4th and 2. Graham claps his hands. They tried to get the hard count. Don't get it. Hand to Burks across the 1st down marker. And Burks picks it up.
You know what they did there? They went for the hard count. Graham kind of rocked forward expecting it. When they rocked back is right when Graham snapped it and caught him on their heels.
Caught 'em going
I love it.
backwards.
Great job. Great job.
Smart
1st and
football.
10. The clock is stopped at 8:18 to go as it's that was the 1st down. Now they wind it. Virginia High has it at the Graham 46.
Don't want to waste this down right here.
Virginia High trails Graham 20-14, but they do have the football. Graham in the shotgun.
Three receivers. Graham hands to Burks running right. And Amari Hill swallows him up in the backfield.
What I meant when I said that was, man, a 2nd and 10 is difficult. Let's go where they're going to. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 10. A good 3-4 yard play right there would have been real good for this drive.
They give Burks about a half a yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 10. Clock ticking, down under 7.5 minutes to go. At this point, you're thinking about 10 yards at a time if you're Virginia High. They bring Laws in motion on 2nd and 10. Hand off to Burks. Shifty move, but gets a few. Give him 2 yards, making it 3rd down and 8. Ball across the Graham 45. Lots of limping from Virginia High. I see Ethan Tedder is out there on the offensive line for Virginia High. He's struggling a little bit.
Got a little limp going on. I'll tell you what, everybody's playing today. They're all hands on deck.
3rd down and 8. 2 plays to get 8 yards against this vaunted Graham defense. What can Virginia High get going here? They bring Laws in motion on 3rd and 8. Graham hands to Burks up the middle, barrels forward past the 40, and that sets up a somewhat manageable 4th and 3.
Burks taking a little time getting up. That was a good impact.
They're going to stop the clock here as Burks is still laying down on the field. 6:20 to go in the game.
Laws is going to give it his all, and it's not going to be play, or it's not going to be steps that really necessarily matter with the ball in his hands. He's ran cross from hash to hash about 10 times now.
Full sprint too. He is. He's giving it all.
So on a day where Virginia High is without Keyshawn, without Slagle, it does look like Burks is cramping up a little bit. They're stretching him pretty good, that right leg. But it's now 4th down and 3. You're going to try to keep your drive alive here, going for this with 6:20 to go. And now, coming into the season, as Burks up walking off, he seems like he's going to be all right. But he'll have to sit out this play unless Virginia High decided potentially to take a timeout. But I think Burks is a little limited. I don't know if he could get back out there after a timeout or not. So, coming into the season, you would have said, along with Deion Graham, your 3 big players are Keyshawn, Logan, and Burks.
That's who we talked
You don't
about.
have any of those guys on the field for this play.
It's almost like a different team out here right now. But you know what? We're still in the game. 4th down, 3 yards to go. Who do we have in there?
Bryant.
Jere Bryant.
Bryant's going to be the running back. Your receivers include Davi Woolen and Bryson Poole, and Caden Laws in the slot. Quinto in the H-back spot. Graham in the shotgun. He's got Jere Bryant behind him in a pistol look on 4th and 3 at the Virginia High 39. Might they try the hard count here? Yeah, they did. And we jumped. It was Ethan Tedder. They've moved Anthony Galbraith, who's normally the left tackle. They've moved him to right guard to fill that void left by Aaron Joyce. Tedder came in at left tackle, and he jumped early. So 4th and 3 was already tough. Here's 4th and 8.
Little lack of experience right there. That's just that's a hard part
just
of the
your
game.
depth. Your depth right there.
That's a big game situation.
Still not out of it. 4th and 8. 5. The clock is running. We're under 6 minutes to go. Only 9 seconds on the play clock. Virginia High gets into their formation. 5 seconds to snap it. Graham in the shotgun, and a timeout called by Coach Patterson. They were late getting lined up, late getting lined up, and it's a well-used timeout by Coach Patterson here.
Elijah will come back in now.
Yep, he's back in there.
I don't know if I wouldn't have both Elijah and Jere on the field at the same time, because you know who's going to get the ball or who the target's going to be.
All right, you're Coach Sloan. What are you dialing up here on 4th and 8? You probably can't run the ball. Go ahead, Gabe.
Deion hasn't pulled it and run yet. He's handed it off every time. I don't think there's been one time where he has faked that handoff and pulled it and run. And they are they're jumping on it. They're jumping on that dive or whatever that outside trap play is. Depending on the on how they line up, who is where on defense.
I'll say Denny's done a great job on the outside as a wide receiver, just kind of selling his part each time. If you can get Caden Laws in that in motion and up the sideline, I think that might be your play.
In a wheel route?
Yes. They haven't bitten on it too hard yet, and I think
you've got to get some kind of misdirection.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a fake play here? Do you have a trick play here? You got to get Graham moving in one direction
and then hit him the other way. That's my opinion. 4th and 8. Here we go. 4 receivers for Deion Graham as Virginia High tries to keep it alive. Snap to Graham, drops back under heavy pressure, rolls, looks. He's got to get rid of it, and he just throws it away. Oh, they threw a flag again on a late hit.
No
you
way.
Have got to be kidding me.
No way.
A late hit.
Oh, intentional
on
grounding? No, intentional grounding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just saw the
he
intentional
didn't get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought it was another late hit, guys. Graham
it
did
could
go
look
down.
like it,
He did
yeah.
go down along the far side. Wait, are they going to call both?
Was there one flag?
Hold on. Let's see. Intentional grounding on Virginia High. That's penalties declined.
Okay, so that's
There's
turnover
no.
on downs.
I mean, technically, you don't decline that. You lose
Yeah.
the down on intentional grounding anyway. So,
Yeah.
all right. Man, I thought they were going to get him again.
Wouldn't know that.
I mean, just unbelievable. Yeah, Graham rolled left, and it was too late, and he didn't quite get it back to the line of
yeah,
scrimmage.
he was buying time, floating backwards, and just couldn't really find anybody open, and there was 3 guys in his face.
All right, 1st and 10. Graham takes it over at Virginia High's 49. There's 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Graham will try to run.
Yep.
Unless they try to pass, which, who knows? They're very unpredictable here. Let's see.
Well, you would think up 6, 5:20 to go. With the way they've run the ball, they're just going to run it a couple times.
Yeah.
Try to keep the ball moving and try to run this clock down.
A couple of stops here, and they may be forced into a mistake.
And a late jump. Is that offside or false start? That's over. Oh, false start. Well, again, Graham goes backwards on the first play.
I didn't watch the film when they played Union. Did it look anything like this?
It did.
I mean, is it really?
It
Wow.
did.
I mean, that's been the story. I mean, I made enough for me, enough for me to put in my notes. Lots of penalties. 1st and 15 now. Ball at the 45 of Graham. Lilly, the quarterback. Snap it to him. He runs right. And about 5 yards before he's hit and thrown down. Give him a few more. Across the original line of scrimmage, making it 2nd down and 8. But you talk about that procedural penalty, 7 yards on your first down carry. It's 2nd and 8 instead of 2nd and 3. Clock ticking under 5 minutes to go as the clock becomes a major issue at this point.
Well, we can't. Gotta keep them stopped here. A big play here would really end the game.
It kind of feels like a turnover might be the Bearcats' best chance. They've had a few of them today. Can they poke the ball out again?
Keep pressure. Keep bringing it.
2nd and 8. Snap to Lilly. He hands off to Palmer. And met right away. Give him a couple. 2 yards. Sets up 3rd and 6. Can you force Graham to give it back to you, whether via punt or turnover on downs? Clock now ticking down towards 4 minutes to go. Virginia High does have 2 timeouts, but first they've got to get the ball back. Big play here, 3rd down and 6 at the Virginia High 46-yard line. Snap to Lilly, he runs right. Across the 45, he's got the 1st down and more. Inside the 30. And a new set of downs for Graham. Clock stops with 3:54 to go.
Almost looks like we're starting to get worn down. That big offensive line just pushing on you all game long.
with 4 minutes left, that it gets to you. And we've been substituting guys in and out, but you can tell they're tired. Lots of hands on hips. Heavy breathing.
Long game, not a Friday night game. You're playing in the middle of the day.
Lily can't get his shoe on.
Still trying.
Somebody get that man a shoehorn.
There we go. He got it. 1st and 10 at the Virginia High 30. Bearcats running out of time. Clock ticking under 3:40 to go. Snap to Lilly. He runs right himself. Across the 30, met at the 28. Several Bearcats there. They're trying to rip that ball away. They throw him backwards.
I think, Chris, Grams agrees with you, and the more they handle the ball, the more chances they are of fumbling. So they're just going to give it to the quarterback and let him run.
Don't risk any handoffs.
No.
Don't risk anything. Just snap it. Make it so easy that you can just snap it to the one guy and let him run.
The basics.
And now you're at the point where if you don't convert and you run it out on 4th down, it's the equivalent of a pretty decent punt.
Yeah.
If Virginia High is able to get the ball back, they've got a long distance to go. All right, 2nd down and 7. Ball at the Virginia High 27-yard line. Lilly, the quarterback. Snap it to him. They do hand it to Palmer this time, running left, up towards the 20, across the 1st down marker, and Graham is trying to wear it down for the win here. 1st down, they'll mark it at the Virginia High 17.
Quinto comes out of that pile with the hands up in the air again, like, I didn't do it.
Clock winds. 2:35 to go and ticking. A new set of downs for Graham. They've got it in the Virginia High red zone. A field goal could ice it for Graham, and we see their kicker, Dylan Nash, warming up on the far sideline. Lilly at quarterback, 5 seconds to snap it. Oh, did they get it off? Just in time. Hand to Palmer up the middle. Jeremy Quinto there and wrestles him backwards. And a timeout called by Graham? I don't think that was the right signal. I'm not sure Graham would want to stop the clock there. Timeout, yes, Virginia High calls a timeout. So 2:03 to go. Graham has it 20-14. They lead at 20-14. That play went backwards for 1 yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11 after the timeout. So Virginia High can stop it one more time. One more 1st down would do it for Graham. There's a chance that they could try to ice this with a field goal. But with the way things have gone today, that seems like a risky play to run.
Yeah, a bad snap or another block.
You know what? I mean, what happens if Virginia High blocks it? I mean, it's going to be that tight. It feels like it's going to be that type of play that is Virginia High's best shot to maybe run it down the field.
We have won the special teams game this game, and that exactly right. That's what it would take. It would take a mistake, a bobbled snap, a bad placement, a block of some sort.
Yeah, I think I don't even know if you risk it. I think you just run out through 4th down and let them have the ball deep in their own territory.
I think that's what I would do.
I know it puts you up points-wise if you get it, but if you don't, I think the benefit to you pinning them deep and making them go the length of the field in under 2 minutes.
The risk versus reward, because we'd have to go down the field.
All right, after the timeout, Graham has the ball at the 13. 2nd and 11. Virginia High can stop it one more time. 2:03 to go. Lilly, the quarterback. Snap to him, runs right. And he's got space along the far side, cuts it up. Met at the 1st down line. Pushed forward. And it's close to a 1st down. They give him a 1st down, and that should do it.
Yep.
They mark it at the 6. And they wind the clock. And now with Virginia High only having one timeout, I suppose there's a chance they could force them to fourth. Actually, no, I don't think they can.
Not with it running.
You got one timeout. Yep, I think that's going to do it, guys. Now, Graham's got to execute 3. They're going to make Graham execute every play here.
Let's see if they kneel on it or if they just try to pound it in and get another score.
Lilly, the quarterback. Snap to him. He runs left, cuts it up 5, and jogs into the end zone at half speed. And that ices it. That was interesting to see Lilly just kind of go 50% there.
I mean, I guess if you're Virginia High, you let them score, you get the ball back, and then onside kick. I think that's the only benefit is time saving.
Maybe they decided to let him in. I mean, it's unlikely either way, easy. But all right, Graham in 26-14 as Nash on to try to make it a 13-point game. Snap, kick, and it's good. 27-14, 1 minute, 18 seconds to play. We'll be right back with the ending. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars. 72 Capital Wealth Management is committed to helping you achieve your most important financial goals. First, we work closely with you to develop a deep understanding of your priorities and then develop personalized investment strategies to help you achieve them. Contact Michael Boyd, Executive Vice President Financial Advisor, at 276-289-2900 or stop by our office at 201 East Main Street in Abingdon to learn more. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN. 72 Capital Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
You're listening to Virginia High Football on the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars.
All right, welcome back. 1:18 to go. Graham has just iced it with a... Oh, they're going to kick it from the... I missed an unsportsmanlike penalty there, guys, on Virginia High.
I didn't see that either.
As they're going to kick off from the 40. Graham's going to kick off from the Virginia High 45. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. Minute 18 to go. Graham leads 27-14. So Virginia High needs 2 big plays.
It'll just make
and an onside kick.
It'll make this return that much longer.
Yeah, there you go. Positive thinking, Gabe. Well, Nash has got the leg to boot this in the back of the end zone, I would say. And he just squibs it down the field. Jeray Bryant catches at the 23 and goes right down.
Smart move.
So, we've got some fans leaving here with Virginia High down 2 scores. And we'll see what Virginia High is dialing up here. The personnel grouping, there's some confusion on who's going to go on the field here for Virginia High.
Looks like Jeray's going to be the running back. Tristan.
I'm a little surprised we didn't see Joel Edwards carry the ball in this game. There was a practice earlier this week. I think I texted you, Barker, and said they're using some of these speed guys in the backfield. I think they recognize they got to get the ball in space. All right, 1st and 10. Bearcats trail by 13. Final 74 seconds here from Gene Malcolm as Graham checks the sidelines. 4 receivers. They send Brian out in the flat. Graham under pressure, rolling to his right. Throws it downfield, nearly intercepted. Great throw. Did they make... He caught that.
He caught that.
Davie Woolen, a diving catch along the sideline. Wow.
I mean, that was so out of bounds.
That looked like a college.
My goodness.
That looked like a college drag the foot.
He laid out for that sucker.
Just the completion of 2 here on the near sideline, but it was impressive. We've seen Woolen make a couple plays that make you kind of go, wow. But Virginia High needs a lot more yards, and they don't have much time. 1:07 to go. 4 wide. Denny across the formation from the slot. Graham collects the snap. Sits back in the pocket, steps up. He's got room to run if he wants to, and he'll do exactly that and jets out of bounds. The umpire went down on the play. He was met by Ubernal Isabel. And give Graham about 5 yards.
He was a big old kid.
3rd and a few.
If Dodvey would have turned around and blocked that corner right there when Dion was running, he might have gained some yardage out of it. It's just situational. Got to know knowing your surroundings.
Clock stopped with exactly 1 minute to go. It's 3rd and 3. Virginia High has it at their own 30.
Burks is back in the backfield.
Again, 4 wide. Denny across. Snap to Graham. Steps up and sacked from behind. All the way back at the 25, and a timeout called by Coach Patterson, trying to preserve the final seconds he does have. So, guys, seems like Virginia High is going to come up on the short end here. Virginia High led this game 14-13 at one time, 14 straight points by Graham. We knew it was going to be a challenge for this Virginia High team. Coming in, you know, when you have a weapon like Keyshawn Smith on your team, especially in a game like this, you believe that anytime he touches it, he can score, even against a good defense like this. And to take that and not have that in the second half, it just made life a little too difficult for this Virginia High offense. They had to get very one-dimensional, and that's not the best recipe against a good defense.
Yeah. No one, first, like we talked about at the beginning of the season, we had many weapons, you know, where one could go down and a couple could pick it up. And, man, like you said, when we lose 3 and you're short-handed, that makes it real tough. You're relying on inexperience, on young guys that they're hungry. They want to get in there and do what they got to do, but it's important to have that experience.
We might have gotten it. We almost had an unsportsmanlike on Graham. Blake Graham came over and was taunting the sidelines before he ran to his huddle. I think if the refs would have been looking, I think they might have thrown
Yeah.
Hey, I can just tell you from basketball season, these two teams don't really like each other much.
I'm sure
they have mutual respect. Don't get me wrong, but snap to Graham, looks, throws downfield, and the throw short of Woolen on 4th down, incomplete. And Graham will take it over at the Virginia High 25, and they'll be able to run out the clock here. 50 seconds to go. Virginia High does not have any timeouts left. And Graham will be able to down it 2 times and take the 2-hour trip back up the road to Bluefield.
Looks like Graham's emptying the bench here.
We did have a winner on our trivia question, by the way. Adam McCracken from Bristol, Virginia. We'll have to get him his ticket to
must have said the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He must have. That was the answer.
For Bill
we actually
Dudley.
we had a couple correct answers, but he was first by just a few minutes. Lily's going to go under center here to kneel it and go home. And he does so. And they'll have to do it one more time, and that'll be it. Virginia High will have a bye week next week before hitting the road against Tazewell in a couple weeks. As Virginia High is going to end up dropping to 2-3 on the season. Graham, a sloppy win, but they're going to move to 5-0. Oh, for some reason they don't even have to snap it. They should have had to snap it, but I think they might.
I guess they're going to.
They're going to do it anyways. They're going to say don't even snap it because the game clock is ahead of the play clock, and that'll do it. So, Graham, in a bit of a sloppy game from them, still are able to pull away from Virginia High, 27-14 for the victory. Graham moves to 5-0. Virginia High now 2-3. We'll take a timeout, and we'll have the Estate Sales by Cara postgame show with 72 Capital Wealth Management postgame stats, the Popeyes regional scoreboard, and the Buffalo Wild Wings player of the game. You've been listening to the Bearcat Sports Network, presented by Friendship Cars.